Okay, here we go. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Yeah, okay, so we're live now. Can you guys quickly say something to make sure your audio is good?
I'm here.
Alright, there we go.
Hello.
Excellent, excellent. No one will be silently not heard. Yeah. Anyway, episode 29 of Candlekeep Mysteries. Here we are at the tail end of a harrowing encounter with giant crabs that aren't actually that giant, but I guess are giant in terms of normal crabs. I'm not sure.
It was it was harrowing for Ozza.
Yes. I think you got like 2 hits in, maybe.
If
So that's good. That's good. But yeah, so basically you've started off the new chapter here. You have found your way through a kind of little book, or kind of a book of 3 cylinders. You found your way to a Gripply village where you have met with the Pond Mother, who has basically you've all come to the conclusion that they are in dire straits due to a group of Yuan Ti who have made themselves at home here for one reason or another. There's word of killing Gripply, taking them hostage for to be worked, and also most worryingly, apparently they're eating the eggs of the Gripply as a form of torture. Who knows? We'll have to find out. Anyway, so you've kind of said that you will help out the Pond's mother by investigating this and bringing the Yuan Ti to probably death. We'll see. But yeah, there was the kind of one point that was brought up when the Yuan Ti first arrived. Everything seemed fine, and some of the Yuan Ti were quite nice, but then the killings and the fighting started. So yes, we shall see. So you made your way up river slightly with on a little rowboat from the ship you came on, and you were dropped off at like the farming grounds for the crabs. But thanks to a mixture of water walk and some good old fashioned fighting, you were able to kind of make your way through that relatively easy, which brings you to the shore of the kind of Gripply village area. And I believe that is where we left off. So let me see if there's a kind of reading here. So yeah, we did the crab maze, and you pass the breakwater and get to the kind of main area. So yeah, if there's nothing else you want to do in this area, we can kind of look into the kind of overall map of this place. What do
Yeah,
you
I think
guys
we're pretty
think?
good here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't need to fight any more giant crabs.
that's fair. That's fair. All right. I'll get you guys on the next bit then. So let's
Do
drag
you
you.
think we could sell some giant crab pieces for?
You'll have to see. Anyway, and there might be a bit of lag on the stream while we transition scenes. I preloaded it though, so it should be alright. Okay, I need to configure this to make it. Let me see, lighting. Okay, disable that, so you should see the whole map. Yeah, let me see. So if you look down there, it's like 5 miles to. Here we go. It says 1 square equals 100 feet for those of you who are interested. So basically, you finished a crab maze kind of place here. So you're kind of at this point here, which is known as the breakwater. So I'll reveal the kind of naming bits here. So I've got the breakwater here. You've just come from the crab maze. And then there's the trading post that you sailed from down that way. So yeah, crab maze here, and then over to the breakwater, which is where you are now. And then that you have been told if you kind of follow this direction here, you'll reach the docks, and then you'll be able to head on into the kind of village area. So let me see. Yeah, so once you approach the village, I can read what you see there. And you'll probably be happy to know that now that you've kind of come off the crab farming area and are getting inland, it's significantly less foggy, so your vision shouldn't be obstructed.
Oh, excellent.
Well, shall we head now?
Yes.
Okay, so you're just gonna head straight to the village, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
And we
so
have water walking, so it doesn't matter how deep that water is.
okay.
And water breathing, don't forget.
You know, just in case.
Lower that up.
You never know.
Somebody casts a reverse spell and you end up, like, standing on the water upside down. Oh, could be a
So you're
bad
kind of
situation.
okay. So you're kind of on the dock area at the moment. So this area is a lot more sturdy than the kind of crab maze farming area that you were on before. All the woods are tightly fastened together and quite well made, and it looks relatively waterproof. So yeah, you have no problems. There's a few small boats kind of still there as well, tied up, that they were probably used. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything much around here, so you guys can make your way to the docks. Okay, I'll bring Chadwick on over here. And then, yeah, so we have the dock area now. Okay.
Rover, Red Rover, send Kioran right over.
What? Oh. Kieran? Red Rover.
Yeah.
Okay. So from here you can probably see the starts of the Gripply village. So the Gripply village is set near the sea in a very brackish marsh. Rising from the muck are a number of circular domed mud brick buildings that the Gripply use as their homes or for storage of farmed crab meat and whatnot. You see carapaces and claws of giant crabs feature heavily in the architecture here. So you're kind of still on the outskirts. You don't seem to have been made yet, so maybe you can take a moment and plan your approach.
And we identify where the hatchery is.
From where you are, you couldn't really tell now. You can just kind of see the outskirts of the village currently.
Let me double check to see. Paired. Well, if we wanted to take the silent route, I always have Pass Without Trace. At least we can do some scouting.
Perhaps that would be best for our two undisciplined in the noise friends here.
Oh, I can just turn into a raven and be much quieter.
So you can. Now,
Could you turn into a snake, Kioran? They probably wouldn't think twice about a snake moving through their midst.
I could. Very well could, yes.
This is also an option. If Salam and I were turned into ravens, I could easily cast invisibility on you other two to sneakily walk around on the landscape.
As much as possible when you've got jingling chainmail.
Well, you may be loud, but at least you wouldn't be visible.
I'll do my best.
Now, we know that they attack those that we're trying to help, but do we happen to learn whether they're volatile towards everyone? Who's to say we can't just approach them?
We haven't learned that, but they certainly don't have the best intentions. Invading an invading a village and eating the young.
We're also 1-for-1 with the snake top people, so I don't think this would probably be the safest course.
Well, suppose, yeah, taking a bit of caution wouldn't hurt.
So before you head in, maybe you can also, let's say, do a perception roll to see if you could pick up anything else from the kind of the outskirts area.
Okay.
Perception.
Nailed it.
Roll the dice. Oh.
Attributes. There it is.
There we go.
Okay, Keenan
Thank
coming in
God.
clutch there. So everyone else kind of just picks up the same kind of simple domes of the storage buildings and the residence buildings, kind of spread haphazardly throughout the marsh. You see like the mud brick wicker roofs and such, but Keenan, you set your eyes a bit further inland, and you notice one house over here that seems to be a bit more prominent than the rest of them.
Yeah, he'll kind of point it out. He says, "This building seems rather out of place and compared to the others. Perhaps someone of note lives here."
Lived. It could have been their matriarch's home.
Maybe that's where the pond mother lived.
Yes. Yeah, I'd say it's a good place to at least investigate first. So we've got two ravens, and that leaves Azza and I. I suppose I could. Oh yes, Chadwick as well. Sorry, you're a little quiet back there, Chadwick.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm used
He
to
is
it.
the knight.
I am the
Yes.
nice. He kind of looks and says, "Oh, I like that."
Oh no.
All right.
So I
And he kind of like
suppose I shall take.
swings his
I'll-
hair to the side. Yeah.
Well then, I suppose I'll use pass without trace for the three of us, and then the two of you can blend in naturally.
All right. So, Salam and Kane, you're being ravens, and then Azza, Chadwick, and also is it Keenan? Are you going to be pass without trace?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and consume it.
All right. So yeah, you guys can head into the village then. So, yeah, everyone can roll stealth checks. I'll keep your forms in mind. For the
I was
whole-
gonna stay within the pass without trace radius too. so.
Okay.
Okay. Excellent.
I will hang out on Az's shoulder.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
There's room for you there.
So it's plus 10 to whatever you roll, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
with disadvantage. You never know what you're gonna get.
So 17, 23,
Okay. That's not
23.
terrible. I was
Yeah.
expecting
Okay.
Okay, let me check something.
Can't complain about that.
Get rid of that.
Plus 10.
16. Okay, so 16 is the lowest. Let me see now.
I've rolled twice. They've both been natural fours.
Just one of those days, huh?
Okay, okay.
One of these days.
He rolled a
Okay,
natural 20.
so you guys assume your formation. Salam morphs into a raven and takes to the skies. Kane does as well, but then takes to Az's shoulder. Chadwick crouches down low and assumes a edgy position, and you all approach the kind of inland area. I presume you're heading in the direction of the big building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems to be the of most notable structure. So yeah, why not check it out first?
Okay, so I'll move you forwards. So let's see now. So let's say you're passing through this area on the way to the big area. So let's get you in this. I'll put you all in. So you can see what's on this map, and then you can do what you will with it. So let's get everyone on there.
Cavern Tales.
And
You think of
so,
DuckTales.
okay, so you're kind of passing through a village area bit here. There we go. So you kind of as you're passing through, you see the general kind of village area, but you also see a number of Gripply kind of just milling about the area. You can roll perception on them. They doesn't look like they've noticed you, and you can only see the Gripply at the moment. So yeah, roll perception on this situation, if you will.
Interesting.
That's better.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, everyone, maybe Kane doesn't get all of this, but he gets some idea. So you kind of see this village, and it looks like there has been signs of fighting going on, perhaps the odd bit of battle damage to the odd building. But kind of looking closely at the Gripply, they look incredibly down, dejected, sorry, and they look as if they have definitely been roughed up or overworked. They do not look to be in any condition to put up much of a fight. You do not spot any Yuan-Ti in the area, but that might change. From what you can see, you currently see none of them. So you kind of just see the general village with very, very beat up and dejected Gripply, I don't know. Yeah.
Did the matriarch mention slaves?
Not necessarily slaves,
believe-
but the Gripply who weren't killed have been put to work on something. Sorry.
Slavery.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Kane?
No, I was just gonna say I remember her saying that they're forced to work, the ones that survive.
Right.
Okay.
No one should be forced to work like this.
Yeah, no one should be forced to work.
I'm gonna pick bugs out of Az's hair in Raven form.
This is disconcerting, but I try to remain focused. Why are there bugs in my hair?
I mean, it's a swampy area. There's probably a fair number of flying pests around.
No short of mosquitoes and flies.
Waiting for the
Sure.
giant lice.
Sure, Kane will be eating good today.
So what's the plan?
One step at a time, right? Going forward?
So you can either pass through this area and onto the big building, or you can stop and try and interact with these Gripply here.
Perhaps if we speak with them, we can find out some information.
That's where the bream pools might be.
Yeah, see where the Yuan-Ti are, where they're holed up, where they're hiding.
Try to make sure they don't freak out.
Yes, that's my concern too. Yeah, we'll edge closer, or at least Kinoarn will.
Okay.
Kind of whispering to everyone to follow him so that they remain
Hmm.
within the pass without
Yeah,
trace.
so I'm maintaining your current stealth rolls with the minimum being 16.
Mm-hmm.
Rah.
So where would the kind of closest
The
prisoners
closest
be?
group that you can see, so you can probably see the closest one would be these, then others, and then you probably see a smaller group up to the north as well.
Let's move to the closest group. I think that's probably the best option.
With this stealth spell, do we still walk on water? Or, sorry, which one did you cast? Or the breathing was the other one?
Salam casted the walk on water, and I did the water
Okay.
breathing. Neither requires concentration to maintain.
I see. My
Yes,
mistake.
both ritual spells. Oh, no problem. It is a rather odd spell that I don't see used very often. But yeah, let's. I guess we'll take maybe the most direct path, even if it means traversing on water.
So are you gonna just walk across the water here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you can walk across the water. Maybe the kind of your feet get a little bit wet, but kind of looking around this area, it's incredibly wet and damp. So you get the feeling wherever you go, your feet are gonna get a little bit wet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, you stealthily make your way across the Gripply. Let's see, actually, yeah, I'm a bit closer now.
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
17. Okay, okay. Let's say you get close enough. Let's say you get kind of like halfway, and then maybe one of them kind of perks up a little and kind of looks around and kind of sees you, and then kind of like starts to kind of panic, but in a kind of
These who?
exhausted
Just the
way.
ravens?
It sees like, well, I guess it sees three people approaching. It doesn't really pay much attention to the ravens. Maybe like I
They
don't
rolled
think
high.
ravens would be very common here, but they're kind of focused on the three people more than ravens.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
It
And
must
then
smell or
Kinoran's gonna
something.
maybe seeing this, Kinoran will kind of like put a finger up to his lip and kind of in a sharp whisper, just be like, "Be silent. We're here. We're here to help."
He kind of calms and then also mimics a gesture to be quiet, and he kind of like motions to his group here, then points in your direction, and they all kind of look around in a very worried manner, and then kind of approach you.
Kane will come at a raven form.
One of them panics at this and kind of falls
In
over.
primordial, Kane would say,
Mm-hmm.
"Be still, the mother has sent us."
One of them looks like they're about to ask a question and then kind of just closes their mouth and says, "Oh, you speak the tongue. Very good. But yes, we must be quiet. They may still be around. You should leave. They should leave. They do not care for anyone unless they get in the way."
Can you tell us, where are the Yanti and where is the brooding pools at?
Yuan-Ti, they patrol the area, most of them towards the temple. Are you here to help? They've been killing us, eating our eggs, our young. I'm so tired.
We're here to save the hatchlings first.
The brooding pools then, yes, yes. Let's see, Gripply map area. Yes, follow the river inland. Head past the Pond Mother's house to the um, to the southeast, and you will find the brood pools there. It will likely be guarded though, so take care. Do not worry about us. We will survive.
Kane will give each of them a ration.
They kind of just grab it and gobble it up very quickly. Not quite to our palate, but many thanks. What is your name, kind sir?
I'm Kane, and these are my companions here.
Kane. Very
Kane
good.
kind of gestures so you guys can introduce yourselves.
Kinoran.
Kinorin.
Ozza of Gwyneth.
Asa of Gwyneth. And Shadow will say, I am Chadwick, shadow touched. Ah, Chadwick. Salam, I presume you're kind of up in the air still, so they don't know about you. These are fine
Yeah.
names. If my children survive, I will name them in your honor. But now, you must hurry and leave before the Yuan-Ti find you. Some of them seemed kind, but then the others, the ones that fought, they know nothing but cruelty.
Well, we're gonna try to save all of your brood, and then once they are secure, we'll come and try to free you as well.
This would be a good day. Yes. Now go before you are spotted. And they kind of slowly kind of limp their way back to where they were and just collapse to the floor. Mixture of sadness, depression, tiredness, pain, but maybe a glimmer of hope in their eyes. So yeah, all that was in Primordial, but I presume Kane will translate for everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, you kind
Follow
of...
the river southeast. That's the breeding pools.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
So, if you're not going to stick around here, we can just go back to the main map area. Yeah, you rolled your stealth pretty well, so it seems like you haven't been spotted. So yeah, we'll go back to the map area. So let's
Oh,
say... Oh, you were
Wait.
wanting to stick around a
I,
bit
I
more?
just was I forgot to ask him
Hmm.
how many of them are they? Like how many of the captives are there?
How many captives? He probably wouldn't know a number, but they're just dotted around the village area. Some will likely be at the temple, and a great number were killed, but still many of them survive. So he can't put a number on it, but a high amount. So dotted around the homes and the storage area, but then there'll probably likely be a group of them at the temple. Would you want to ask them anything else before you kind of go?
Anybody got any questions?
No.
I don't think so. I can't think of any.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So from that conversation, you're fairly certain that this big structure here will likely be the Pond Mother's home. So we have this, and then they said if you follow the river kind of to the southwest area, you should come across the brood pools. So we've got, yeah, that one down there. That's right. And they did mention a temple, but I don't think you guys asked about that, did you?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay, so you're aware of a temple. You might have heard about it already, but yeah, you're not entirely sure where that is exactly.
We'll keep an eye out.
Yeah. So yeah, Gripply captives amongst the kind of villagers, and then a group of them towards the temple at in some area, somewhere.
All right, let's start making our way to the Buddha pools.
So you're gonna leave the Pond Mother's home for later and head straight for the brood pools then, yeah?
I think we can get
Yeah.
the Pond Mother's home on the way to the brood pools. Kind
Yeah.
of in the way.
It's up to you.
Yeah, if it's on the way, let's just stop there first.
Okay.
Why backpedal back and forth, you know?
Right, let's do it.
Okay, Pond Mother's home. So Kane, do you stay in your human form or do you go back to being a raven?
Kane will stay in human form.
Okay, so everyone but Salam, a human. Um,
Humans.
let's see. Kane, you could probably kind of weaved some magic, so and did some stuff, so maybe you can re-roll your stealth for me. Everyone else is still good, I think. We didn't really do anything major, so that's 23. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll be fine. So yeah, you guys
Even
head on.
stealthier now.
Yeah, so you guys head on over to the Pond Mother's home. So let's get you over to there. Okay, alter scene. Okay, let me just get this. Okay, that should be good. Okay, I'll just drag you in here. So I'll put you here for now.
Wow.
So you're not in there just yet.
Where am I?
So yeah, you're kind of just outside the home. You know, the kind of front doors there. But yeah, so you approach the Pond Mother's home. So yeah, this building is definitely very, very different to the other kind of buildings. Much grander, much more elaborate. So it must be a quite, maybe not geographically, but it must be a center kind of piece for the village. The enormous building appears to be made of wood and mud bricks, and looks to be quite damaged, but also looks like it has been fortified in some way, whether to keep people out or people from getting out, who knows. Yeah, so the hemispherical building appears to be roughly 20 feet high and about 20 feet in diameter if you were to eyeball it. And it is definitely by far the largest structure in this community area. So you're kind of on the outskirts, just about approaching this place.
Yeah. So maybe move up as close as we can. Maybe take a listen. Press our ears up against the wall.
Are there any
Maybe we hear
windows?
voices.
Let's have a look-see for some windows. No, no windows as far as I can see. I'll double check. Nope, no windows.
How's the construction? Are there like gaps in the construction that we might be able to see through, or is it pretty well made?
It's
Or
maybe not well made, but through a combination of both mud and wood, it seems to be quite sealed off. But
okay,
yeah, you can roll perception, see if you could hear anything on the inside. So yeah, everyone will be on the ground floor, but Salam, you could kind of try and listen from the upper floor area. Okay, so yeah, as a Keener and Kane, you can probably make some murmurings coming from the inside. Salam, you can definitely hear some murmurings from the inside as well, and maybe the odd soft kind of sounds of someone moving around. Definitely more than one person.
how big do they sound?
Oof. You're not sure. They sound quite light-footed.
Okay,
So what's the
I'm
plan?
going to I'm gonna land next to everybody and
Mm-hmm.
turn back into myself.
Okay, so you land and turn back into yourself. So yeah, kind of looking around also, you kind of only noticed the one door up here. That's the entrance to this place.
I didn't see any windows.
I guess they haven't come that far in architectural design yet. But I do hear voices inside.
So did I.
Are the voices, are they speaking primordial or can I make out any language?
Ooh. Hold on.
I don't fucking
Let's.
know.
I did know at some point. So you can't quite make it out. It doesn't sound like it is common. You're not entirely sure. Yeah, so you can't really pick out anything in particular, but it doesn't seem to follow anything you know.
I think we should be on guard. It's not common nor primordial that's coming from inside that hut.
What are the plans? Are we going to attack? Move on.
Well, they said they attack anyone who gets in their way, so if we open those doors, prepare for a fight.
I think we should, if there are some Yuan-Ti here and they're isolated here, I think we should take care of them.
Yes, test their capabilities and whatnot.
Yes, and I think if we reclaim this area, it'll do much good for us. I mean, this is the most impressive building they have.
We could perhaps use it as a gathering point for the other captives and the brood.
If we're
Precisely.
fortunate, the leader of this nest of vipers could be using the best home for themselves. Cut off the head of the snake, I believe the idioism is.
Yes, take him out now.
Unless the leader is at this temple that seems to be so important, which
Yes, that
I'm
also
guessing.
makes sense.
But I agree, let's take out whatever creatures are in here.
All right.
Do we know where the
Let's-
temple is in relation to the Pond Mother's home here?
We do not.
Okay. I couldn't really hear the conversation, so.
That's fine. Alrighty then. So yeah, you'll approach the door, I guess. So it's over here. It looks like the rest of this building, like it has been secured in some fashion. So does someone try the door?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay, so yeah, you try the door, and as you kind of tug on it, it kind of gives, but then there's some resistance, so it seems to be locked or jammed shut in some way as you try and open it up.
We might knock and then rush them when the door opens.
Suppose that would be a good option. So do they knock? Is that a normal thing you do?
No, let's find out. Blom will knock on the door, like, lightly.
Lightly, like how lightly? Like lightly, or not a
Like,
politely lightly? Or
like
something.
so that somebody inside could hear me, but like it's not gonna reverberate out through the whole area. You know, like I'm not like banging on the door or anything.
So you're knocking enough for people inside. Would that include people up on the floor above, or just for people on the ground floor?
Just for people on the ground floor.
Okay.
I prepare to push my way inside the door if it opens.
Okay, so you knock loud enough for someone on the ground floor to hear, and then a moment passes, and then another moment, and then you get the idea that either no one's coming to answer or no one heard you.
It's possible there's nobody on the ground floor. I did hear voices up on the second floor more clearly.
Hmm.
What are
Should we
these
try
rooms
to
made
force
of?
our way in?
I think forcing our way in would make too much noise. Does anyone here have a pair of picks?
I don't.
Looking at the door, it's probably locked not by a conventional key lock, more like it's been kind of barricaded shut, or maybe
That's
there's
what I had the
something
feeling.
kind of blocking the door in some way.
In
Because
that case,
there was some give, but then there was something that stopped the door from opening.
Asa, maybe we can like try to slowly push it open together. Like instead of like rushing at it and slamming into it, maybe we
Mm.
can just, take our hands and try to just push it open. Because it feels barricaded to me.
maybe. Give me a chance with this idea. I examined the door. I'm looking for how much space might be. I mean, we're like in a muddy place. Maybe there's some room between the door and the ground. Maybe you could even dig some room between the door and the ground.
I'm not sure about that. So the surrounding area does seem to be muddy, but you haven't really been inside any home, so you're not entirely sure if the inside of the home is a mud floor or if it's been kind of given some sort of flooring. But looking down, you see there is like swampy earth. So if they don't have any flooring on the inside, you could theoretically dig under the door.
Remember what I said about being a snake, Gioran? If I can make a wide enough space for you to slither underneath the door, you can unlock it from the other side.
If we're
That is
gonna
assuming. That is assuming that we can actually uh, that even while digging, we could make space under the door.
if we're digging, shouldn't we dig in a place where we know it's not barricaded, like just over by the wall, so that there's a better chance that he's able to make it in?
I have an idea. Why
Well, I
would the
assume that
Yanti need to block themselves in? This seems more like someone who's defending themselves, correct?
they could just be locking it.
Well, perhaps I can cast a message and speak in primordial tongue and see if I can get a response.
If
Worth
it
a
happens
shot.
beyond T, that might freak them out, though.
Our presence is gonna do that regardless. At least this way, if it's not Yanti, we don't have to go breaking down a person's home. We will still have the element of surprise because they wouldn't know from which direction it came.
It still sounds reckless, but go ahead. I'm not going to stop you.
Okay. Yeah? Do you have a plan? Are you all in agreement?
Yeah, I like that plan.
Okay. So
What
with
about you, Kinoran?
oh, sorry.
I'm 100% on board with this. Like you said, if this is someone's defensive position, I would really hate to undo that work.
Yeah, Chadwick will place a hand on Az's shoulder and say, "I got your back, buddy."
It's fine. Let them. I don't have a lot of confidence in this plan, but they've made crazier things work.
All right.
All right.
So with message, do you just ping it in a direction, or like if you don't have a specific target, how does that work?
So
So
it says you point your finger towards a creature within range and then whisper a
okay,
message.
let's see. Hang on. Can you roll a 1d14 for me?
Oh, 1d14. Yep.
Yeah, find that in your dice bag.
Right?
Got them.
All right, number 7.
It actually rolled a dice for that.
All right, so you ping in a direction, and what do you say? And this is in primordial, right?
Yes, this would be in primordial.
Mm. So what do you say?
Fire, fire.
Kane will say, "Blessings from the mother."
All right, so blessings from the mother. No, you can reply to this message. All
You can
right.
reply to this message.
All right, so I don't do you hear gasps with message? I'm not sure. So you hear a gasp, and then you hear a reply in common, yeah, and it says, "I do not know what you said, but if you are a friend, then I have need of you. Who are you? Why are you here?"
Sus.
The Kane will kind of whisper that to the group. I wasn't expecting that.
Like
What?
it. It's not primordial.
They answered in common, but they understood primordial.
I mean, they said, "I
Well,
don't know what
kind
you
of.
said."
They understood the intent.
Maybe.
Hmm. Perhaps see what they need.
Cast sending. I'll cast message again. Same direction
Mm.
and say I guess in common, tell us what you need and perhaps we'll be able to help you. You can reply to this message.
We need saving. We are weak, damaged, hurting. Are you alone?
Did I am with a friend. Did you get attacked? We have some medicine. You can reply to this message.
Medicine and healing would be much appreciated. A friend? Only 2? I hope you 2 are strong.
Oh, we are very strong, trust me. If you wouldn't mind unbarricading the door and allowing us to enter, we don't want to break this down.
If I could do that, I'm sure I wouldn't need your help. That is unfortunately something I or my friends cannot do.
Are you being held captive? Is your captors there?
My. Your logic and reasoning must be without limit. Yes, we are.
I'm looking a little more out there sassy.
My next response, I feel like just like I don't fucking know. Well, I'm gonna address the group now. It seems that they are being held captive upstairs, and that their captors are upstairs, and they're unable to unbarricade the door.
Hmm. Can you ask him what kind of barricade it is? If it's as simple as as simple as a bar, we could probably go under. But Salam is right. If it's something larger, like a piece of furniture, it will cause trouble.
Right? Cast message and say, excuse me, do you know what's actually blocking the door? You can reply to this message and hold the sass.
No more sass.
I suppose this so-called sass would get in the way of our liberation. How is this place locked? I cannot see it from here, but on the way in, I did not see any solid method of locking the door. Whatever it is must be just made up on the spot a rudimentary form of locking. If it would help, I could possibly create some sort of distraction, but if it goes south, we would perish, I am sure.
Just hold that door. Don't do nothing yet. You can reply to this message. They said that there's no way to actually lock the door, but they probably have something in front of it or something that's just blocking the door from opening.
Okay, not a bar then. Alright, well, let's see if we can make any space between the wall and the ground. Then we could slip something small in there. If it's too big, one person might not be enough. Or else it'd be a lot of noise.
Perhaps if it's big enough, Kinoran could go in as a snake and Salamana could enter as raven forms.
Ravens are a little less flexible than a snake, but if we make the hole big enough, it shouldn't matter. Get started?
Yeah, so you start digging at the ground by the wall or by the door?
Wall.
Okay, so yeah, pick a section, and does anyone have any digging implements?
Yes, mage
Alright.
hand.
Mage hands. All right, so that will probably. It's not as good as a shovel,
Actually,
but it stops you
I
from
might
getting your
have a
hands dirty. Oh,
actually might have a shovel, but my
in your pack, yeah.
mouse just decided to die, so I need to switch a battery real quick.
All
Else I
right.
can't see my character sheet.
So if you have a shovel, it'll just be quicker.
I could use my shield. That's kind of shovel-like.
Yeah, so you could improvise with a shield. It'll be quick, but maybe it's not as ergonomically designed for shoveling, but it would still make the job quick. So you start kind of digging into the kind of swampy earth. It's messy work. After a little bit of digging, you kind of see that the foundation and the earth are quite solid, and if you try and dig under the wall, you kind of see there's a kind of flooring there. So regarding the wall, it doesn't look like you could find a gap. You would have to break the flooring or try a look with the door.
Is there a gap at all that I can see through?
No gap unless you made one. So yeah, you'd need to break it to make a gap and see, or you'd need to try a look with the door.
No windows. Block door. Solid
Ooh.
flooring.
I have a chisel. I could chisel a little bit of the flooring away, just enough so that there was a gap I could see through, and then I can teleport in there, remove the lock on the door, and then let you guys in. That should be relatively quiet.
Yeah, you could try that, or try digging by the door. Either works.
Should I ask if there's an opening in the roof? Like sometimes these places have openings so that smoke from fire can leave the domain.
Oh, Salam, did you see one? You were up there, weren't you?
I didn't see any openings.
Yeah,
No.
he did not see anything in the roof.
Does the roof seem particularly sturdy? We could perhaps fall through it. Make our own
How
hole.
sturdy did the roof seem?
It's like sturdy enough.
Back from above!
Sturdy enough for what?
I don't know, just general wear and tear. But like, if some fucking huge ass guy just like plummeted from the sky, they might make a hole.
Might kill the captives too.
Fair.
Looks like we have to break our way in.
Well, you have Salam's idea, or you could try digging by the door.
You know, he keeps saying digging by the door. Maybe we should do that.
I don't know, maybe there's a trap there.
Yeah, maybe. But traps are fun. Alternatively, which of us had that spell that kept things quiet? That would be effective
Silence?
in breaking down a door. Yeah, well, my
I don't
character
think
wouldn't.
I don't think. Oh, I do have that. I mean, oh, it's a ritual. Yeah, I can cast that. Just give me 10 minutes.
So you cast
And
it
we
on
can
the
just
door?
it's like a 20-foot sphere. So I can just plop it like with the door in the center, and we can
Mm.
just ram into the door and open it. Let's just do that.
Let's do it.
All right.
Someone
So
Um,
jar that door.
yeah, you.
Kane, can you let your contact know it's going to be another couple minutes?
Yeah, there we go.
Yes, very well. Hold on, Elsa. Excuse me. Give us perhaps 11 minutes or so. We're gonna be entering the place. When you see us come in, don't panic, just hide, don't try to fight, and let us take care of your captors. You can reply to this message. You're welcome.
Oh, I was beginning to worry. Yes, we can do nothing. However, looking around, I have no idea how I would see you come in, but I do not know the range of your capabilities. I will put my trust in you. What is 11 more weeks compared to several days of torture and unhappiness?
11 weeks.
Said
Several
minutes, weeks. Where you get
days.
weeks from?
No, did I say weeks? So 11 minutes
You
of
did.
waiting compared to several days of torture. Sorry.
Good, good. Kane, perhaps ask a general description so we know who to look for?
This is why you are our babysitter. Excuse me, can you just describe you and your friends for me, please, and your captives?
We are very much one and the same, but the captive ones are the ones who have already been bloodied and cut up and beaten. Generally, humanoids, if that means anything to you. But yes, the ones who have been beaten and hurt are the captives, and if they are like myself and my three friends here, then we are locked in a room.
They said the captive ones are beat up and they're humanoid, but this doesn't really settle with me. I feel like we're going into like a civil war of Yanti that just we're fighting for who knows what.
It did. There was an implication, if you repeat it correctly, that they themselves are Yanti. Oh well, we'll get more
Didn't
information
they
once we
say
save
that
them.
the captives and the captors are the same?
That's what I
Yes,
heard.
they did.
Well, try not to get any even mixed up.
Well,
Best we get
the,
answers.
the Gripply did say that some of the Yonti seemed to be very kind and helpful, and then some of the other ones were bloodthirsty and
Dickish.
just, yeah, dickish. So
I must
it's
admit,
very possible they turned against their own.
I had assumed it was a deception by the first group's part.
Well, we should just be ready for anything then.
I agree.
Okay. So if there's no other conversation to your contacts, we can just skip to the end of the ritual casting, or unless there's anything else you want to say amongst yourselves or do to prepare.
Just as I get by the door for the breach.
Yeah, I'm close. Waiting for that glyph of warding.
Okay. So
Blow me
yeah.
back like a claymore.
Okay, so it's a 20-foot sphere from the door. Okay. So let's say you put it at the center of the door there. Okay. All right. So after 10 minutes, you from Salam starting this ritual with his ritual necessities, you kind of see a glyph appear on the door, and that kind of you kind of hear this. Well, you don't hear this kind of silence kind of wash over the area that you're standing in.
The bugs go silent. That's how we can
Yeah,
tell.
everything in in where you are is silent now.
All right, I pose ready to lean in with my shoulder on a charge. Seems
Mm-hmm.
like a good nonverbal communication.
Yeah, so as you take takes a few steps and get a good run up to the door, and then you just kind of charge it.
I'm gonna do it at the
Slam.
same time as him.
So I guess you could do it as a help action like that way. So
Yeah,
whoever's rolling will have advantage.
he can roll. That's cool.
Thank you.
All right, so
What
roll
would
with
it be? A strength
advantage.
check?
Yeah, strength check.
Blammo.
All right, yeah, you obliterate that door. So you go running, and I don't know how much resistance you're expecting. Yeah, you're not entirely sure as Salam is the one who tried the door, but you just go straight through that door and kind of blow it off its hinges. You kind of suspect that
Very
if it,
muted.
yeah,
Hulk scream.
yeah, so you would kind of, if it wasn't for the silence spell, you are very confident that you would have made an awful racket. So this door is like gone. It is off its hinges. It is obliterated. So let's get that there. So you kind of see the door blow off its hinges, clatter to the floor. You also see kind of a wooden kind of pole kind of split and then go clattering to the floor as well. And you guys head on in. So looking around, okay. So
It was a bar.
now, it wasn't. You'd have to look to kind of determine what it was, but it wasn't a bar. So the ground level contains a pool of water in the center, and looking up, you can see there's an opening in the ceiling of this room, rough, maybe not the same size, but close enough. All right, so you see over here an opening to a staircase that appears to be going up, and you also see some kind of walling that might hold a similar staircase. Okay, I think that is everything for that. So yeah, Chadwick will follow on up. So before you go barreling up the stairs, I have set up a kind of teleport point. So once you kind of reach this point, it will automatically send you up. So don't just go barreling up the stairs thinking you
They
won't
have teleport
instantly appear.
technology. Get up there.
And also, I should note, for those of you who might suspect a hidden room here, it's not. It's just another weird stair image block, so just ignore that. It's not an empty space with treasures. Yeah.
That's exactly what a DM who was hiding treasures from us would say.
Okay.
Tear it
So
down.
yeah, Salam, you're stepping out the silence area, so I would like you to make a stealth roll, please. So if you step out the silence area, yeah, make a stealth roll. But I presume pass without trace is still active.
It should be, yeah. It lasts an hour.
Okay, so yeah, when you step out the silence area, roll stealth, please.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay, 20. 23.
Kinar will step out too.
I'll do one for Chadwick. Stealth.
Well, I'm certainly not going to stay here, so I guess I must need to step out as well.
What did Chadwick get? Oh, he got 17 total.
Disadvantage.
Okay,
22.
so lowest is a 20. No, lowest is a 17, I believe, from Chadwick.
Whoops.
Okay, let's see.
Sorry.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, you exit the silence area, and you kind of, if you kind of listen up the stairs, you might hear the kind of some talking. You could roll perception to try and maybe catch a bit more of that.
Yeah, let's see.
Jesus Christ.
Get the bad rolls out of the way.
I've been rolling such bad, it's like so bad on perception, it's not even funny.
Honestly, my rolls have been extraordinarily high today. I'm taking all of your luck for sure. My lowest roll has been a 7, and I had one of them.
Okay. So yeah, with a
This is
19,
great.
18, yeah. So Salam, you probably hear the voices, but Keener and Azza and Kane. So you and probably can surmise that there's definitely more than one, more likely more than two people talking up there. It's not common. It's probably nothing you have heard before. Does anyone speak Draconic?
Not
You
Nope.
sound like it.
Okay, never mind then.
Did I have I forgot
Oh,
if I
there's
had it.
dragons up there.
The helm of comprehend languages. Do I still have that?
I don't know. Do you?
It's
Did
like,
you
I
know
don't
why
see it
you
in my
wouldn't.
did
I
you
don't see it
sell
in
it?
my inventory, and I don't
We didn't
remember
sell it.
selling it.
You probably
We didn't
still have
sell
it
it.
then.
Too useful to sell.
I presume you'll have it then, and it doesn't need attunement, does it?
Mm-mm.
No, and
Yeah.
I can use it at will.
Okay.
So I would like to use that to try to understand what they're saying.
Okay. So you kind of stick that shit on, and you lean in to listen, and it kind of gradually kind of turns into a language that you understand. You're still not entirely sure what language that is, but you hear some kind of general conversation. They seem to be talking heatedly about the temple, and if how they're wondering how the ritual's going, and if it will be completed soon. They're very eager for it to be completed, and they're kind of gutted that they've got stuck with like guard duty. They'd rather be at the temple or out chowing down on fresh gripply eggs.
Interesting.
Pass that along to the group.
Well, ritual makes me uncomfortable.
Me as well.
You
So let's.
could do a religion check to see what you know about Yuan Ti rituals or end goals.
I know nothing, so I'm not rolling.
Okay, that's fine. Anyone who might know, feel free to roll.
I'll give it a roll. I don't have a lot of confidence.
Okay, 17's good. 16, yeah. 14. So Kane, you probably know the most closely, followed by Keenerin and Asa. You kind of put your heads together and kind of surmise what you might know about the Yuan Ti. So you do know that they are quite devout demon worshippers, often are involved with very bloody sacrifices, and most of them typically worship Seth. And they have an end goal of bringing about the true destruction of the true ultimate destruction of the entire world.
What dick.
Fun.
So any ritual that they're involved with is probably bad news.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Summon a pit fiend? We could take him.
I think I've
As
got
a
one of those
salam.
lying around.
Which one of you are gonna take point on this?
Oh, no, I don't.
I can. We're just gonna run up there, right? Full speed?
Yes, remember the ones that are injured are the captive ones.
Remembered. And don't get confused by the ones I injure.
Well,
I'd like to see that.
I would too. Lately, you've been missing
Don't
quite
say
a
it.
bit.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Pair of spectacles might help you a bit.
He's got
I
night
have
vision
night
goggles.
vision goggles on. My spectacles are fine.
Do you just not take them off and you're just constantly blinded by natural light?
Well, you know, it's early in the morning or night. It's a perfect time to wear them.
It is probably a time.
You didn't describe any torchlight in here.
Oh,
So it's probably
one
dark in
over
here too.
there's one over there.
Ah,
You can see it flickering.
that's in shadow. I can't see it.
There's enough light.
So,
It's dim
Nope.
in here, but I don't know. You all probably have some level of dark vision, so it's fine.
I do now.
Yeah. All right. So
Well,
what's the plan?
it's
we're
it's
charging.
I think it's
Charging.
our duty to stop rituals
All right.
Absolutely.
Put yourself
Nice.
in marching orders and then just charge up the stairs.
It's not explicitly our job for marching orders, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. All right. So Az is up first, followed by Salam, Kane. Kieran, do you want to go next? Oh, so Chadwick can be at the back. So yeah.
Yeah,
So
Shadow can take up the rear.
So you guys can have, starting from here, a surprise round. So you'll get your movement up the stairs and then you can do whatever action you like. So let me get you guys in combat and then I will... And then you can... Oop, charge. So I presume
So
you're
15.
outside of initiative, you will charge up in that order. So Az will go up first and then Salam, Kane, Keenerin, and Chadwick, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so...
for me, at least 15 feet of stairs.
Yeah, so just go for it.
Okay, going for it.
Bang.
Teleport me. Wow.
So you charge on up the stairs. Let's see.
Pretty ladies.
So yeah, you
Oh.
head on up the stairs and you're greeted by the surprised looks of four humanoids. Oh, everyone's gone up. All right. So Azza, you kind of hit the where you are, and you need to move into the room and do as you will. So
Yeah,
can
I'm just
yeah.
waiting for little instructions on who's injured. But people
Um,
stop moving again.
Yeah, so can we just wait for Azza to finish moving before everyone else kind of moves in, please?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get out of the way so that people can
Yeah.
see.
So Azza, you kind of come in and you see four humanoid figures, and they do not appear to be injured in any way. And they look
Keep it
very
simple.
surprised, and they look to be moving to grab the scimitars.
Yeah. I give them a war cry to shake the spirit from their bones. Coming this way. Now there is supposed to be a hole here. Are we
Yeah,
allowed to
so
stand here?
that is a hole. That circular bit is a hole. You could probably
Is it
jump
safe to?
over it. You're pretty athletic. But yeah.
Oh, I'm just wondering if these 4 spaces are safe to stand on.
It would be precarious. So if someone wanted to shove you, you could very easily fall down that hole. So,
You know,
but you could like hold your ground in that bit.
Ozza knows he's a fairly precarious person. He will
Hmm.
not stand there.
There's enough room to stand
Instead,
though.
but if challenged, he
Hmm.
knows he's gonna fall. So he's gonna stop his movement right where he is now.
Hmm.
Dun 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 dun, something like that. So it's still surprise.
Yeah, you can do an action. Oh, you're swinging at that
When the
one.
fight,
So you
when the
swing
yes, swing it.
13. 13 does hit.
Oh
And a
wow!
round of applause goes out.
Holy
And so
shit!
14 slashing damage. Okay.
Second attack because of extra attack.
What's the advantage for?
For being surprised.
Oh, right. That's a thing. Okay, so yeah, you crit on that one then, and yeah, this person is completely caught off guard, and you slash them across the chest, and then you drive the silvered greatsword into their stomach and kind of slash out, and they look to be very much bloodied from the get-go. Anything else?
Oh, bloodied. Not dead. No, nothing else.
All right. So after Azza was Salam running up the stairs. So yeah, you head up the stairs and you see the same thing. You kind of see the tail end of Azza cutting into this humanoid here.
Hmm. I am going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Mm-hmm. That's a radius. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a 15-foot radius around me.
Yeah. I'll get you one of those 15 foot around you.
And then when they start their turn, they have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and then yeah, I'll just kind of hold my ground, waiting for them to attack.
Okay. After Salam was Kane, I believe. So Kane, you come on up
Yep.
the stairs, and yeah, you see the battle unfolding, or at least a surprise round of it.
Alright, seeing that there's one right next to me that Az was attacking, I'm going to just shocking grasp it.
All right. So you reach on around the corner and grab onto something of this person and jolt them with electricity. 23. All right,
Oh,
16.
nice.
Nice.
Max damage.
Okay, so you send a massive jolt of electricity through this person, and they start to sway on the spot, looking as if they are about to pass on to the great beyond.
Alright, that's my turn.
So, Keenerin, you're up now.
Yeah, let's see. Which is the one that's not looking too good?
This one here that's been
Okay.
laid into very heavily.
Hmm. Kinor would cast. Where is it? Shillelagh as a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
and attempt to hit her with his staff.
All right, go for it.
Let's see. Wait, it does not have an item named Shillelagh staff.
What?
I am not sure.
Oh, I see.
That was
Yeah, I think
working
that's
last time.
I think that's a Foundry stupid thing. Can you
Oh,
just
it probably updated because I had an item. Yeah, let me double check real quick.
roll Shillelagh and it'll do it?
You use your maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it does.
So 25 hits for 10 bludgeoning. Okay. So yeah, you come up behind, and you kind of wreathe your staff in thorns and whatever plant life and fauna you prefer, and then you drive this strike into the back of the creature's head, and with a sickening crack, you see the back of their head split open, and they fall to the ground, dead, probably, most likely. So yeah, if that's your turn, we'll finish up with Chadwick. So, okay, yeah, he'll go there, and he'll kind of lunge towards this one with a shocking grasp. Okay, 26. 13 damage. Okay. So yeah, now the surprise round is over. Everyone will roll initiative. And let me know if I need to update or change it.
Come on, big money. 3. Some things are just a constant.
Yeah, mine's going to be an
Initiative.
8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rolling real well today.
Okay.
He rolled so bad initiative.
Alright, let's see how the NPCs do.
Yeah, but Kinoran balances it out mathematically.
Okay, yeah, Keenerin, you're up first. So one down,
Alright,
you see 3 remaining humanoids.
Yeah, he'll turn towards this one here and swing that shillelagh.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a quick? Yeah, look, there it is. Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, you swing with your shillelagh and you miss and kind of hit the wood of the wall, and a bunch of the kind of like enchanted kind of plant life kind of falls off it, but you still have your shillelagh working. Good. Any movement?
That'll be it.
All right.
No, he'll stay right there.
So we'll go over to this one. Okay, so this thing will attack probably Salam.
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
It does, yes. Wisdom saving throw for something. What does it? What happened? Is it fear or something?
No, it's damage.
Oh, damage. Okay. So what's the damage? Is it critical
3d8.
damage? 3d8. That's a lot. Wow. Okay.
Oh, why did it roll fucking a million of them?
It probably rolled 2 lots for both of those
Oh, okay. Well,
types.
the first one was 12, 16.
So 16 damage. Okay.
And then, do you want me to roll for like every single one of them, or just keep that for the round and then I'll re-roll again next round,
I don't know.
just to like save time?
If you're happy with 16, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So this creature will attack. Okay. So this creature kind of reels back from this wave of energy you're giving off, but then they push through and they extend their hand towards you, and they kind of shoot out a puff of troubling looking gas. So you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Where's the DC here? DC, okay. So you need to beat DC 12. Alright, yeah, you're fine. So succeed or take. So yeah, there's no half damage here. Alright, that's fine then. Over to Shadwick, who will continue his onslaught.
It's Batwick.
Batwick. What was the other one we came up with?
Shadowwick.
Shadowwick, yeah,
Shadowwick.
that's the one. I like Shadowwick. So yeah, Shadowwick, he kind of just grabs and keeps a hold of this person, and then just sends another jolt of electricity through them for 9 damage. They kind of cry out in pain. Okay, over to this one here, who will attack Chadwick with their scimitar.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah, wisdom saving throw. Yeah, you'll need to keep reminding me of that.
Yeah, it's all good. So half damage.
20,
So
half
8.
damage, 8 damage. Okay. So they'll attack with their scimitar at Shadowwick. So first attack, ooh, 8, that misses, I think. Yeah, he has more than 8 AC. A second attack. Yeah, that misses as well. So the jolts of electricity kind of coursing through them kind of causes their attacks to lose their kind of skill and fluidity, and both of them whiff pretty badly. So yeah, we go over to Salam.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, and my spirit guardians look like a bunch of like floating stars that kind of just
Ooh.
like shoot around the area, like a bunch of shooting stars, basically.
So yeah, as they kind of like pass through an enemy, it kind of just like tears some spiritual
Yeah,
energy
it
into
just-
them. Nice.
Ah,
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna attack this one right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's gonna hit. $11. Okay. Yeah, so you attack with your flail, catching them in the side with a strong hit. They kind of buckle from the impact, but they're still going. Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay, this one will do a wisdom saving throw. There we go. 12.
Fail.
5% it's fail, so 16
damage.
Okay. And then it will move forwards and go for an attack on Kinarin.
Okay.
So your Constitution
look
saving
out.
throw, please.
Is it dexterity? Sorry,
Constitution 12, DC 12.
Okay, Constitution saving throw.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. So yeah, nothing happens. You kind of see it coming, hold your breath, and you kind of just waft it out of the way. No problem. Over to Kane.
Alright, which one looks the most damaged?
Um, you're not sure. It's probably either the top one here or the bottom one here.
I'll go for the bottom one, seeing as
Mm-hmm.
how Salam has his concentration spell up.
All right,
And I'm gonna firebolt.
go for it. 24 hits for 15. Big damage. Yeah, so you send a fireball over. Massive damage. Yeah, they are not looking good.
And
Alright.
that's my turn.
Alright, over to Azadan.
Right. Sidestep widely around the hole. Get right here. Continue to pile in on this one here at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
No advantage.
16 hits. 9 damage.
And another attack.
Yeah, that hits.
That one spun like a
All
goddamn
right.
Beyblade.
So you see it's kind of an opening as Salam hits it with their flail. They kind of buckle. So you go in and in 2 hits you decapitate them. If you were aiming the head or if you were aiming for another body part, 2 hits it's chopped off.
A precision kill is always best. And then, let's see, how much movement do I use?
I think
1, 2,
15?
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll stop there.
Okay.
Still
So
as
top of the
holes.
round. Before we continue, I'll need to answer from Salam something. So with your spirit guardian thing, is it just automatically on anything inside the area, or do you need to
No, I
like
get
will
to
it?
choose.
Okay.
I get to choose which creatures are affected by it.
So it would just based on sight, you just target these 4 things. Okay.
Yeah.
No worries then. All right then. So as this kind of fight breaks out, the perceptive of you will probably hear kind of movements going on beyond the 4 doors that you see here, and you kind of hear movement going on the inside. Okay,
Probably not killing them.
and then we'll go to Kinorin.
Okay, he will swing that shillelagh at the one that tried to poison spray him.
Mm-hmm. So that's this one here.
Yep. All right.
Okay, 15 hits. All right, 9 damage. Yeah, you give them a solid hit. Yeah, you kind of the thorns that are weaved into your staff tear away some bits of their flesh and leave a nasty looking wound.
Yeah, pretty proud of himself. That'll be it for Kinoran.
Yeah, your regular Johnny Melee. Over to Chadwick, who
He's
will
not.
he will continue
very
his yeah
John Melee.
he'll continue his onslaught of shocking grasps. Ooh, 10. I don't think that hits. No, that misses. So yeah, the creature manages to wrench 3 of the shocking grasps, and this one doesn't hit. So we'll go over to this one. So using this, they will fire back with a spray of poison after doing a wisdom saving throw. So that's a fail. Ooh, what?
It's 11 damage.
Oh, is it once per round you do? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll every round.
Yeah,
and that'll be the
that
damage
sounds
for the
good.
round.
Yeah, that's good. So like you get some variety, but not take up too much time. Yeah, so 11 damage. All right, and so they'll wrench free of Chadwick and then spray some kind of poison gas towards him. So he'll do a Constitution saving throw. All right, he saves just about. Very good. And then we'll go over to Salam.
I am going to move to there, and then I'm gonna smack the one in between me and Keenerin.
All right. 20 hits. Oh, it's unlucky. Yeah, it's still a hit though, so 5 damage. You just catch him with just the tip of your flail. So a hit's
Just
a
the
hit.
tip.
Just
My
but
favorite game.
yeah. Alright, so if that's it, and we'll go over to the Yuan Ti, who will go at Kinorin again. So they'll kind of give up on the poison spray and attack with their scimitar. So,
Wisdom save too.
oh yeah, wisdom save. So that attack. Oh, that's a crit on
Oh.
Kinorin. So let's do a wisdom save. So that's a pass.
That's a success.
So
So 5
round
damage.
down, so 5 damage, and we'll roll the damage on that attack for Kinorin.
Yep.
So 8 damage, and then they'll swing a second time on Kinorin.
Jesus.
Another hit for
Oh yeah.
4 damage this time, and then we'll go over to Kane.
All right, Kane is gonna go ahead and blast the one with the firebolt that's between Salam and Kinorn.
Oh, right.
Kinorin's pass without trace drops.
Oh no.
No.
Thank you for
I'm not
remembering,
silent anymore.
because I sure as heck didn't. Alright, Firebolt, 21 hits for 11. Which one was that on?
The one between Salam and Kinorn.
Alright, 11 damage. Nice.
And then Kane's just gonna move down here if he can.
Okay. So yeah, especially since you're as you pass those doors, you kind of hear movements going on the inside. Someone maybe perhaps getting close to the door there. Okay, and then if that's everything, we'll go over to Azza.
Alright. Gert the hole, but flanking as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll try to finish off this one closest to me. Holding the Alt key.
Alright, that's a solid hit. 12 damage. Alright.
I can swing.
And then a second hit for 8. Yeah, another kill for Azza. This one also goes down.
It's a team effort.
Yeah, it's a team effort, but you're probably feeling good about all these hits.
Nick.
Alright, anything else? One of them
I'm good.
remains, so we'll go over to Keenerin. But before we have that, let's just add, oop, 14. Okay, so Kane, the door you're next to, you hear a audible click. Let me. Yeah, and then Keenerin, your turn.
Excellent. Double. Oh, I forgot. Someone had casted aid, right? Earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. I did not account for that, so let me.
Yeah, so your hit
Myself
point
back.
maximum and your total HP would have been 5 higher than normal.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he'll take a swing at this one that's kind of in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Yeah.
too happy that he's taken some damage. Hey.
Okay, 17 hits for 7 damage. Okay, it's still standing.
Yeah, and he'll stay there.
Alright,
That'll be it.
so Chadwick will go in and see if he can finish it off. 25. 8. Not quite. So, wisdom saving throw. I'm sure it's gonna die from this, but even if it saves, fails. So yeah, that's
11.
definite. So you see this final one kind of rearing for another attack on Shadowwick, but you kind of channel and focus all of your spiritual energy on it, and all of your might kind of rushes towards it and just pummels it into oblivion, and it dies. Okay, there we go.
God, Spirit Guardians does a shitload of damage. Holy crap.
It does, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the 4 creatures are dead on the floor. Kane, you hear the door that you're next to, you hear the handle move, and kind of action itself to start opening.
Kane's gonna yell out, it is I, Kane, your savior, has come to rescue you.
Okay. So the door pauses, and you kind of hear a sigh, and then it opens the rest of the way, and you see a very, very beat, cut, and damaged creature, that humanoid that is similar to the other four you just encountered, and they kind of look you up and down and say, "So, you're the one I have been communicating with, and
Well,
my
why that you
savior."
have.
Roll charisma.
Roll sensuality.
Alright, 16's pretty good. She kind of looks you up and down, kind of pouts a little, and then says, "This is acceptable, thank you.
Oh, you're
Don't
welcome.
just stand around, open the other doors. Help the rest of my friends." And she kind of steps out and gestures for her friends to also come out.
It's locked.
Unlock
This
it.
door.
She kind of looks at you and says, "Well, unlock it then."
Can I look through the 4 that are watching and see if they have keys? Like the 4 that are dead?
Would there be? There probably wouldn't be actual keys. They're kind of secured with a makeshift lock rather than a key unlock. But so yeah, you don't need to pick it. You could just unlatch it, let's say. Because like in this building, there's no actual lock and keys. Any locks will be just improvised. So you can just pull it off and open the door.
Okay.
Not much metalworking with the frog people.
Okay, so yeah, you all you all open the doors, and yeah, you find similar kind of figures on the inside, all bruised, cut, and damage, totaling to a number: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10 hurt people. And they all kind of look up at you with kind of a sign of relief, but also kind of a questioning gaze of who are these people?
Let's
Tell
take
me,
this downstairs. This place is kind of cramped.
Oh, are you the brains of the
agree.
group? Very good. Lead the way. Yeah, so this one here seems to be kind of like communicating. So I'll just put a pip on them so we know who that is. Alright, so yeah, they all follow you down.
Also, kind of slick with blood up there. Oh god, there's so many of them.
They all file down and line up and just sit around.
I mix in, pretending to be one of their numbers.
So they all kind of sit down and take a load off. So yeah, there's a kind of pool here. You could walk across it, but yeah, it's kind of just like sunk into the floor a little bit. Where's
Why
the
did
one?
your own people have you locked up?
Let's get Chadwick here as well. A man of questions, are we? We had a disagreement with how we would bring about the true destruction of the world, and they said we should bring it upon in a more prompt way instead of waiting for the glorious Saith to tell us what to do. So they sought out the temple and are trying to find answers when we should wait and just pray for the true organized.
Did you say safe?
Seth, yes, Seth, the one true God, Seth.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it. Didn't we like fight a demon named Safe?
No,
I was
yeah, that was
confused.
a slip of the tongue there. Seth was
Okay.
the other guy. So this is Seth with 2 S's, because
Gotcha.
snakes. So yes.
Paragons of virtue, then one and all then.
Yes, we are the more patient of the Yuan-Ti. I'm not sure if you are familiar with us, but we are willing to wait for the one true message from Seth to tell us how we will bring about the true destruction of the world. The other group are hot-headed, of course, and want to speed up the destruction of the world, but that is not our way. So we came to a disagreement, and here we are. Abused, tortured, damaged by these lunatics.
They are lunatics, but your talk of destruction of the world also strikes me as a bit lunatic-like as well.
Life comes to an end. All things come to an end eventually. Why would it not be because of one true God, Seth?
I don't know. Other people have different one true gods.
I'm aware of this, and they are free to think what they will, regardless of whether it is wrong. But yes, all things come to an
Very
end,
open.
so much such as the world. I will
Well,
one day.
perhaps.
Yes? Oh.
Oh, I was just gonna say, perhaps we are a sign that Set doesn't approve of what's been going on here and feels that this is not the right course of action. As you say, you guys are already infighting.
It's infighting, a disagreement. Yes. Either way, I do not agree with the ones at the temple.
Where is this temple?
I did not see it myself, but I heard murmurings. It's somewhere to the northeast.
Northeast. We
Yes.
might reach there if we follow the river.
Yes, I do believe there is a river that goes that way. I was not here too long until the fighting started, so I did not get a true lay of the land.
So what did your people want with the frog folk?
We just came with our group seeking knowledge, teachings of Seth. There is a word of a temple here, but one night a disagreement came about that perhaps we should enact a ritual at the temple and hasten the destruction of the world rather than wait for its true day to come.
The frog folk seem to have a history with your people. They have it written in an interesting tome, so to speak.
It's the
Of
first
your
I'm
people
seeing of
having
them.
conquered their people before.
I have not been around as long as my race and people, but this is the first time I have seen such creatures. Tell me,
Well,
brave sir, do you believe in the one true destruction of the world?
no.
Are they Scientologists?
We have a book. We have some literature if you wish to peruse.
I wish to challenge this destruction to see if it's worthy. Or if it comes too early, it was not the true destruction.
Well, if
So
you
I will
wish.
stand against it to see if it proven true.
Well, I would very much like to see you lock in combat with Seth himself. I'm sure you will last, maybe a few seconds to entertain him. You look relatively strong. She kind of looks you
Thank
over.
you for the vote of confidence.
Yeah, no worries, but anyway. She'll walk on over to, yes, my savior. How about you? What are your views on the world?
I think I enjoy the luxury of this world too much to have it destroyed.
This is fair. There are many luxuries, yes. Um,
You're about to do some snake shit to me.
I don't know. Can you make a wisdom saving throw? She kind of looks into your eyes deeply.
Why should I charm you?
Fuck. Yes. So, my savior deserves a ward, surely. How about we take a walk outside and breathe in some fresh swampy air together? You failed, by the way.
I figured. So I have to do what she says.
Pretty much, yeah.
Kane's is gonna be like, well, very well. Let us go enjoy some swampy air.
I don't
Okay.
think that's a good idea.
Kane thinks it is.
Awesome.
So, the lady takes Kane's arm and starts to lead him outside.
I-
Don't staff block me, Salam.
Well, what if the other ones see us? I mean, this just isn't smart.
Oh, don't be a party pooper. I'm sure they're all at the temple. Or looking at the other
Maybe,
Gripply.
maybe you can wait till later tonight. We need him
Well,
unexhausted, if you know what I mean.
I'm not letting him go alone with you anywhere because I still don't fully trust you all yet.
Well, if you
That's
want to come
kinky.
on watch, I don't mind.
Watch what?
Oh, you surely know.
Oh.
I came so close to death. I do not want to waste much time not feeling the joys of life. And this one seems suitably
Ugh.
adequate.
Kane, you're okay with this?
Guess so.
What would what's her face
I'll
think?
be, man, I'll be honest. I'm not even sure you wouldn't be up for this if you weren't charmed.
Chadwick's
Let's
kind of just
roll for
watching.
it.
Hang on. Do you get to resist every round?
Genetic
If the
lady.
condition isn't, let's see.
Yeah, and I feel like this is so close to Kane's normal behavior that I would have no idea that he's charmed.
Hmm.
That's true.
He's a horny son of a bitch.
I
that's
mean,
for sure.
okay, it lasts 8 hours, so she's got you for the next 8 hours.
Oh my god.
Oh, can he last 8 hours? Is the real question.
We'll do some constitution rolls. Okay, so if no one's gonna stop you, she kind of leads Kane out into the swamp.
Sir, I take at least a step forward, put my arm out and say, this really could wait till we're done.
Yeah,
Well, if you
we're in a bit of a rush with this ritual happening. We don't want the ritual to be finished. I mean, you all don't want that either, do you?
Okay, you're kind of trying to persuade him, and Kane does understand the urgency of this. So let's say you
Perhaps you can have Kane when we're all done with our mission here.
I'm
And we
not
won't
trying to
stop you.
staff block anyone. I just
Mhm.
think maybe this isn't the right time. Maybe it can wait.
So the Yuan-Ti is very
the job is
much
done.
against this, but Kane, with this persuasion, you can repeat the saving throw. So wisdom save again. And it's DC 12.
Oh my god.
Kane, you're thirsty. You're not listening to this. The mission can wait.
Indeed.
So yeah, unless you're physically stopped, they are gonna head on out. What's Keener, the manager, think of this? He's writing down in his report.
He's just like, yeah, he's like, is this a normal thing?
I mean, yes, but no.
Yeah.
I mean, at least he didn't go with all 10 of them.
Yeah, let's say these ones are kind of starting to circle around Chadwick. Or
Uh,
whatever. I don't know. The others are kind of just like tired and kind of tending to their wounds or whatever. But yeah, this one kind of
I'm-
leads Kane
I'm-
outside, and then
I'm gonna just like keep like a general eye on where they're going. Like I'm not gonna watch what's happening, but I'm gonna keep a general eye on where they're going so that I
Uh-huh.
know.
yeah, you
that
kind of just
he's
turn around
okay
the
at
corner,
least.
and it's just they didn't really go far.
Okay.
I'm just
She's
keeping an eye on the
she's
other.
already kind of yeah, she's kind of playing with
the others.
Kane's ponytail. I don't know. Does he have a ponytail? And she's
He
like
does in the
whispering.
front.
She says
She's
she's
stroking his plague doctor mask on the
yeah.
nose.
She says, you know, as a Yuan-Ti, I am.
Oh, no.
She's kind of whispering to, you know, as a Yuan-Ti, I am able to unhinge my jaw. You know.
Oh my god.
It's a black.
Kane's already naked.
Yeah, so there's just like a trail of clothes. And yeah, I
Just keeps
guess
his boots on because it's muddy.
yeah, smart. All right, so I don't know. I guess that goes on. They've not gone far. So I don't know. Constitution saving throw.
This is to see if you get pregnant, Kane.
20. Oh yeah, you last quite a while, so that's pretty good. So it's let's say,
I don't know if I'd say that's pretty good. The one time we need you to roll low, you roll high.
yeah, let's say you last 14 minutes. That's pretty
Oh
decent.
my god.
And then she says, "Oh, very good, very good." And then she kind of wanders back in. Hello. And yeah, at this point, let's say
Kind of
the suggestion.
to Azza and just be like, does he do this on every mission?
Yeah, and the door was open, so I don't know how audible Kane would be, but whatever. So yeah, at this point, the disenchantment's kind of leaving you, Kane, so you're coming back to your senses.
Kane, put your clothes on.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
you-
What just
You'll
happened?
catch a cold, or
What do you mean? What just
entice the
happened?
others.
You just went out and had relations with the snake lady.
Wait, I did what now?
She kind of gives you a little wave. Yoo-hoo.
I mean, look at you. You're naked.
Well, this really isn't out of the normal. Let's be honest.
Let's move on, please. I don't want to spend even another minute thinking about this. Get your clothes
You're
on.
hot-blooded and young again.
Chadwick kind of
It's gonna
runs
be-
away from the others.
He's gonna be frozen if he doesn't get his damn fucking clothes on.
Chadwick's terrified.
Yeah, Chadwick has only read of such things in books.
Chadwick, darling,
Oh,
hand me
that
my
has he.
thong.
Chadwick
Don't touch his thong.
picks up, I don't know, purpley sequined thong, maybe?
He has a mage hand for picking up his thong.
Yeah, he does, probably. Uh, does he?
I
Yeah, he
meant
does.
Kane.
Oh, Kane, yeah.
Kane can pick up his own goddamn
Yeah,
thong.
I mean, Chadwick goes to pick it up, but then I guess Azzy, you step in and say, don't do that.
You don't know where that. You don't know where that thong's been.
Alright, so yeah, you've liberated the Pond Mother's house and some goods, Yuan Ti, and they've told you of a temple to the
Good.
northeast.
Just probably lawful evil.
I think we should probably head to the temple before we head to the brooding grounds, just because of this ritual.
I agree. Plus, a big enough distraction will pull any of the guardians at the pool to the temple.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, should we get going
What
then?
if-
What are you lot gonna do?
Oh, the Yuan Ti.
Yeah.
So they say we will rest and recover our strength and then leave this place. Do what you will
If we
with
follow
our lesser comrades. They are of no concern to us.
If we follow the river, we should hit the brooding pools anyways. And I fear that if it's known that we attack the temple, they might just kill all the eggs. That'd be a grave loss for the tribe.
I mean, looking at the lay of the land, you can't see any sign of the temple from here. So either it's very hidden or very far off. You
only thing I know
you see
is that
you see the river and probably you probably see maybe the start of different waters. So maybe the brood pool is closer than you think. Sorry.
The only thing I know is that she said it was to the northeast, and I see that it is turning towards the northeast. So I'm assuming, perhaps wrongly, but I'm assuming follow the river, you'll get close. If you follow the river, you might hit the brood pools.
I still say we skip the brood pools for now, and we head straight across over to here, and then follow the river up to where it leads to hopefully the temple.
Joran, what do you
Come back
think?
for the brood pools. If we can't see the temple from where we are, then it's I think a fairly good assumption that you wouldn't be able to see it from the brood pools, and we can, take care of the temple without the brood pools being alerted.
I mean, sound carries very well in these kinds of environments. A signaling horn, all it would take. But Kinoran, what's your vote?
that is as much as I want to hit the brood pools first. This ritual has me very concerned, especially as described a world-ending ritual.
I mean, you know that as their overall goal.
I have my doubts that if they were capable of doing a world-ending ritual, that we would have a world. But I hear where this is going, and I acquiesce. We'll hit the temple.
Mm-hmm. I think that's
Let's go
everyone
then.
in favor of the temple.
Are you
So,
good to go, Kane?
Oh yes, I'm a little sore, but I'll be fine.
Didn't suffer a point of exhaustion or anything now, did you?
hey, that's a good idea.
I was just
I'm a
joking. It was
I am
only
a
15
monument.
minutes.
I'm a monument of stamina. Thank you.
I would. We should
All right.
stop talking about this.
So you're gonna follow the river to potentially find this place. You can have someone lead and kind of do survival checks, and someone can assist if
Oh,
they
I'll
are
do that.
capable of that as well.
I can give advantage on the survival, and we
Mhm.
can also probably cut across to save us a short
Yeah.
distance.
All right, so
Yeah,
you
cut
head
across like that.
east until you hit the riverbank, and then you follow the riverbank upwards, which takes you into more denser kind of swamp and marshlands. So as you kind of head up, you'll need to do your survival check. All right. So you follow the river quite easily. There's a distinct tree line, so there's space enough. You kind of can also see that the river is flowing out towards the seas, so if you thought to use water transportation, that probably wouldn't really help. So as you get to here after quite a time, you rolled very well, so you kind of see maybe not a solid path, but like maybe a traveled route that kind of implies that something may be off in that direction from the water. Perhaps it was just a route where they went to collect fresh water. So no solid path, but a trodden route.
I see a bit of a trail here. Do we perhaps want to check that out?
I see it too. It looks promising.
I think so as well.
And
Okay.
let's go.
All right, so yeah, you follow this place and you start approaching what appears to be a very old and ruined temple. Okay, so let's head over to that map. Okay, so let's get you on the map. Okay, so you're not where you are on the map. You're still some ways off, so you can decide how you want to approach this place. So you kind of see this outer wall here. Yeah, maybe you can see movements on the inside, and the perceptive view will probably recognize them as the movements of what would probably be gripply frogs. And beyond that, you're not sure. So you're kind of just on the outskirts of the temple here.
Do we want to try and be sneaky again, or do we just rush in? What do you all want to do?
If we're worried about time, then we should rush, but we should give a little bit of time to see if there's any side entrances we could hit for a two-way attack.
I could go get an aerial view and kind of scout around a little bit and then come back.
Probably from
Close
where
to it.
you are, you see maybe the front but not the rear. It looks like it's a walled temple, so you could maybe find another way, but it's likely to be a walled area.
So it looks like the front entrance is the only entrance, probably.
You could scale the wall. Let me see. It's enclosed by. Okay, so at the top of a short set, blah blah blah. It looks to be a 10-foot high outer wall. I think, or is that?
I could climb the outer wall and then lower a rope down for you all and help you all up.
Okay, maybe a bit
So
more
we
than
could
10
come
feet.
in from a so we could come in from a place where they're not really expecting. Maybe get the element of surprise that way.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I believe that plan shall be fine.
Okay. So Salam, you're going on ahead. Presume you'll do a stealth roll.
Oh yeah.
Hoggers.
Ho ho!
18, very nice. Alright, so you sneak on up to the wall, staying low and masking your footsteps, and then you begin to scale the wall. So you get to the top of the wall. So looking in, so at the top of the short set of steps lies an open area enclosed by the 10-foot high outer wall that you are upon, and paved with.
Sorry, I was thinking more like come in from like the side instead of like right by the front entrance.
Okay, so yeah, I'll put you there instead. Yeah, so out high wall with tightly fitted stone slabs. To either side are truncated ramps that seem to lead down into a lower area, still blocked by a amount of rubble and earth that seems to be as if someone has started to clear it away, but there's still much work to be done. Ahead of you, you see another sort of staircase that leads to a 10-foot high inner wall with a door-sized opening that is covered by a heavy-looking curtain. Coming from beyond the doorway inside the area, you can hear groans and plaintive cries of creatures being probably mistreated, but the inner bit is kind of elevated, and then it has a wall as well as that, so you can't quite see over there.
How high is that inner wall?
So it's elevated, and then it's another 10 feet above you. So
Okay.
you're probably maybe just a little bit shy of being able to see over the top of it.
Gotcha. Well, seeing that it's a wall just covering the inside, I'm just gonna turn into a raven real quick and fly up just a bit so that I can see down into the inner wall.
Okay.
And then I'll come back and let everyone else
Yeah.
up.
You also see a number of injured Gripply in the kind of courtyard area. Okay, so you morph into a raven and then take to the sky. So you kind of see this inner bit here. I'll probably see here.
Ooh.
So in here, so the upper court of the temple has been completely cleared of any debris. You see 6 pillars. Okay, let's say you flew in through the entrance. So 6 pillars support the 10-foot high ceiling, and the northern half of the enclosed area is bathed in a bright light, making it easy for you to see in the horrific scene playing out at the far end of the room. So yeah, you shouldn't have been able to fly in from that, but let's say you managed to weasel your way in through the front curtains door. And you rolled pretty.
Well, I thought there was just a wall that I could just
no,
kind of...
that's my mistake. It's ceilinged. But you rolled really high on
it's
stealth.
ceilinged? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
You rolled really high on stealth, so I'll just take that into account and say that you were able to kind of get a peek behind the curtain. You kind of flew up to it and then kind of poked your head between the seams of the curtains, and you saw that.
I'll get a peek, and then I'll just kind of fly back over to the wall where I can let everyone else up.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of make a motion at Kane, like try to get Kane's attention, and try to like get him to send me a message.
Okay. I presume you're on the eye out, Kane, and you kind of see a raven kind of wave at you and go "Caw!" or whatever.
Well, no, I land and turn back into myself. And
okay.
And then attention.
Sure. Do you do it like from where you are, or did you go kind of towards the other group?
Well, I would assume that they followed me over to the side
Oh, I
because
get
I'm
you.
letting them in.
We'll kind of move everyone over there then.
I'll cast a message to Salam. What's going on, Salam? You can reply to this message.
I got to look at the interior temple, and there are 5 Yuan-ti in there. One of them much, much larger than the rest. He looked
Hmm.
rather vicious.
So regarding two of them seem to be being tortured and kind of I'll
Oh,
probably need to give you more info, sorry. So the following votes. So lashed to a makeshift altar are 2 Yuan-ti that appear to be being abused and tortured. You see the big one. At the far end of the room, you see a enormous sarcophagus kind of on there, and you see 2 Yuan-ti kind of on either sides of them, and both seem to be doing something. One carrying a lantern, which was giving the illumination you saw, and the other holding up a chime, and seems to be waiting possibly for the right moment, because they also have an instrument to strike said chime. And the big one seems to be looking at some sort of script. So yeah.
so would I be able to surmise that perhaps they're trying to raise something from out of the sarcophagus, being that they're kind of
Um,
crowded around that?
you, I'm not sure if you're clued into kind of necromancy, but it is different. There definite seems to be a strong sense of focus on the sarcophagus.
Okay. Um, there's 2 Yuan-ti being tortured in there, and then 3 more, including a very large one, and they're crowding around a sarcophagus, a large sarcophagus, and it looks like that's the focus of the ritual. I don't know what they're trying to do, but
Did the cylinders give us any hints what would be in that sarcophagus?
I don't think so. At least I don't have it in my notes if it did.
Let's
Um,
clear out the Grimly that are here, and then let's handle this. At least we know what we're dealing with.
Okay.
I mean,
Can
Kane will
you
raven up
send your
here.
message to the Gripply to get them to be quiet so that we don't startle them and they make a bunch of noise?
That I can. Kane will fly up to where Salam is,
hmm.
so that the Gripply can see him.
Okay, so I mean, if you don't, they're kind of just keeping to themselves. So unless you make a decent racket, they probably won't notice you. But yeah, you could message them, no problem, especially since you can see them now.
And then Kane will just point to the nearest one, I guess this one over here,
Mm-hmm.
and say, "The Pond Mother sent us. Please, as quiet as you can, leave this place."
He kind of starts and then looks around for the source. Who are you? Where are you? I do not see you. Are you a trick? Are you a test? I'm loyal. Please don't hurt me.
No, no, no. Look up and to your right.
He kind of just looks up directly to the sky. Oh, to the right.
I said up and to your right. Come on now.
He kind of looks the wrong way and then looks the right way and kind of spots the two of you on the wall and kind of just he just looks at you as it's the pun mother sent you.
Oh, that's right. We are going to clear out this temple and
They're
then
very
save the.
it's very so big. It's so big.
How many Yuan-ti are here?
It's 5. One of them is so big.
That's fine. We already took a bunch out
You
over
did?
at the Pond Mother's house. Yes.
What about the brood, the brooding pool, the eggs?
We're gonna clear this temple out and then we're gonna go save the brooding pool next.
The eggs are young.
Don't worry. We figured that if this place gets in danger, they'll have to call everyone to help this place out.
Maybe we can do it ourselves. We will flee, as you said, yes. And we'll try and liberate the pond, perhaps. There may be enough of us. And it kind of gets up, and then you see it kind of going between the group very quietly, and kind of talking amongst them. And then after a minute or two, you see them head out. So while this is going on, Salam, did you like lower a rope or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you lower
I
a
mean,
rope.
honestly, I mean, you said it's only a 10-foot wall, so it's probably enough that I just like reach my arm down and pull
Yeah.
everyone up.
Yeah.
So
I guess yeah,
I
that's
probably
fine.
don't even need the rope, to be honest.
All right. Everyone will get onto the wall then.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you see what was described before. You see the courtyards with the
Are these
tunnel.
caved in?
So they appear to be steps going down, but they have kind of soil and rubble that's kind of in there. So it looks like it was mid-excavation, as there's kind of signs of people going in and out of them quite a lot, and then kind of rubble kind of dotted around.
Okay.
So mid-excavation, and then there's the roofed temple over here that you peeked in through the heavy curtain at the entrance.
Get ready. The one Yuan-ti in there is very large and looks very vicious.
Would it be able to fit through that tiny little door?
I think it probably would be able to, yes.
Wasn't born and raised in there, Kane. Had to get in there some way.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if this is the only entrance.
I didn't see another entrance when I looked in there, but I looked very quickly, so it's possible there's another.
I'm not afraid
Um,
if it's that big.
so at this point, the screams and cries from within the temple seem to be reaching a crescendo.
I think we
I
should
think
go
that's
now while they're the loudest.
Let's
yeah.
go.
I think that's our calling card.
Okay, so
That's
you
not the right thing to say.
ferry yourselves down onto the courtyards, basically, and then
Yes.
approach the front. So yeah, feel free to roll stealth, or you could just run in.
Maybe run.
Um, I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon up by the door, and then I'm gonna run.
Okay, spiritual weapon. Oh,
Owen will run as well, but making sure he stays behind Salam and Azza.
mm-hmm. Okay,
Here.
Chadwick will follow up. So you all cast, Salam casts a spell, and you all just run to the curtain and just whip it open. Yeah?
Yeah.
Whip it.
So you whip it
Whip it
open,
good.
and everyone just looks up at you, and we will roll initiative.
I love initiative.
Initiative.
I have been rolling so bad.
Another 3 on initiative, you say?
Ooh. Let's see if I can beat that. Nope. I
So
got an
18. Anyone else need changes?
Nope.
All right, let's get going. Okay.
Don't worry, I need time to
Ooh,
stretch before
2
my
crit
first
fails
turn.
from them. All right, so this UNT just writhes and screams out in pain. I'll probably just actually. I'll keep them in new order, but yeah, so she can't do anything. Salam, your
We
turn.
like it.
Okay, I will move the spiritual weapon up to there. I will move. Can I tell which ones are being tortured? Is it the two with the nets on them?
It's the 2 with the nets. They seem to be kind of bound to some makeshift altar,
Gotcha.
and they look very busted,
Okay.
quite scuffed.
I'm gonna move to there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, let's cast this spell. And then I'm gonna cast Spirit Shroud.
Ooh, what's that do?
So I call forth the spirits of the dead, which flit around me.
Oh, 1d8
It's
extra damage.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot radius around me.
Okay.
And then whenever I hit a creature that's within 10 feet of me, I deal an extra 1d8 damage to it.
And any creature of your choice that you can see starts its turn.
That has a speed reduced by 10 feet, yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. All right. Okay.
So I'll do that, and then I'll make an attack because that's a bonus action spell, and then
Oh
I'll
wow.
attack with my spiritual weapon.
Jeez. All right. Yeah. Roll. Okay.
19.
19 hits.
So 8 plus
18, right? Oh, you roll it, yeah.
8 plus 5, so 13.
Okay, 13. Let me just check. Okay, it's not poison, is it? Necrotic or cold? Yeah, either works. It's fine. So 18.
Yeah,
Was that
I'm
13?
doing radiant.
So 13 was it? Yeah.
Yep. And then I will do my spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Okay, 17 hits.
Cool. So 7 plus another d8.
Oh, does it include the spiritual weapon?
Yeah, it's anytime I hit.
Oh wow, that's good.
So only another extra 1, but so another
Okay.
8 damage total.
All right. So you attack with these attacks, and you strike it, but you kind of feel just like you hit a wall of flesh, muscle, and scales.
Yeah.
This thing seems pretty fucking tough. Okay, Chadwick will run on in. So 5, 10, 15,
Chadwick, don't be a hero.
20. So he'll
You're not
run
the
in.
bad luck
You'll
yet.
kind of look up and you'll be like, oh geez, that's a big one. And he will shoot out a firebolt. Not the big one. Oh wow.
Oh.
Big one.
Alright,
Big
13.
boy.
Okay, and over to Keenarin.
Okay. He'll walk on inside. And let me see. Over here. And I guess he'll shoot a firebolt at the one right here.
Mm-hmm.
That
So
doesn't
that
seem to
one
be,
seems to be waiting, holding some sort of chime. And it's kind of just looking at you warily. And you fire a firebolt. Yeah?
Yeah, let's do that. Firebolt.
17 hits. 10
Nice.
damage. Alright, so you send a firebolt and it hits it handily and kind of winces in pain, but it maintains its position.
Okay. Yeah, and,
Okay.
that'll be it for Keenarin.
Okay, alright then. Okay, so the one holding the lantern seems to maintain its position. However, it looks towards you, Salam, and fixes you with a gaze and tells you to leave this place. And you'll need to do a wisdom saving throw.
Not the both of us.
DC 12, I believe. Let me double check. Oh, DC 13 for this one.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Alright, you are
Got a
compelled.
plus fucking 8 and I failed
You
a
are
13 DC.
compelled to leave.
Gotta
Alright.
be fucking kidding me.
So the one on the left looks at what's going on, but it maintains its position and appears to be getting ready for something. So we'll go over to Kane.
Kane will move up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt at first level and use 2 sorcery points to twin spell it.
Okay. What are your targets?
So the first one is gonna be the guy in the back right, glowing.
Mm-hmm. So he's holding some sort of lantern, which is giving off that glow. And he's the one... yeah, it's fine. He has a lantern. 16. That hits. 10. What kind of damage?
I'm trying to click on it so I can see.
Is it poison? Hope it's poison.
No, it'll be lightning damage.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, so you send a bolt of lightning which strikes this creature and it kind of jitters from the strike. So that's 10 damage. Okay.
And then the second one will be against can't really see the one in the back left, so it'll be
Okay,
against the big
hold
guy.
on. Okay, yeah, I'll just do that. So at the big guy, yeah, and then I'll need to do a concentration roll for that, I think. Yeah, so just
Yeah, DC 10.
yeah, I'll do that after you attack the big one, yeah. 16 hits for 16 damage.
Wait, was that a double? That's a double. That thing hops off and hits somebody else.
Oh
What?
yeah, so
What?
here, I'll put it up.
Chaos
So
Bolt's
with
fine.
Chaos Bolt, if I roll a double on the D8s, it jumps off and hits somebody within 30 feet.
Does it hit Keener in?
Yeah, it hits. No.
No, he gets to choose the.
A creature of my choice.
Okay. Alright, so 16, what kind of damage is it on the abomination?
Lightning damage.
Lightning, 16, okay.
And then I have to roll again for the third guy up in the
Oh,
top
it's a
corner.
hit. Okay, third guy in the... What, the one top right or top left?
Top left.
Okay. $22, that hits. 8.
A spell that can theoretically hit an infinity number of times.
Nice. So that was concentration.
And this is going to be cold damage.
Cold damage, that's fine. So Constitution saving throw, DC 10. Ooh. So yeah, Salam, you're fine.
Suggestions gone?
Yeah, I believe so, unless
Hell yeah.
Monty have some specific thing. I don't think
I
so.
doubt it.
Yeah, it's just suggestion, and it says concentration on the
Sweet.
list of things.
Yeah. It is a concentration
Yeah.
spell.
Oh, almost had you. All right. So
Kane's
Kane.
just going to move back here behind this pillar and hang out. That's my turn.
Okay, so we go to the abomination. So you see the abomination kind of look down at you all and kind of click its tongue in dissatisfaction, and then it continues to read from some sort of scroll in a language you do not recognize. Azza, your turn.
All right.
Oh, it didn't attack me?
No,
One.
it used its action to read something.
Okay.
Or is that a bonus? It can attack
Three.
you.
4. Oh no, reading is. It's typically free, but spell scrolls are like actions.
Spell scrolls are an action, so if it's reading something,
Yeah.
that should be an action.
Mm. Okay, yeah, so Azza.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't go there apparently.
Go where?
Can't go there apparently.
Is there a pillar?
Suppose.
Okay, so you move around to flank the abomination. Abomination is subjective, but yeah.
Had it.
Yeah.
I'll say. I like the sword. I'll take it as mine.
It looks quite big, but yeah, sure.
I'll take it as mine.
Alright, 22 hits. For 14 damage, nice.
Second attack.
20. 15. Nice, so 2 solid hits. You go up behind it and you cut at its back, giving it 2 deep cuts. Alright, anything else?
Yeah, seems like a great place to do an action surge.
Go for it.
Is it okay? Is this action surge time? Another action.
Nope. Foundry
I'm just glad you're
VTT is
finally
raiding with a party of 198? What? The fuck? I'm not prepared for this. We now have 198 viewers, if that's true. Hello?
Wow, that is great.
I know Foundry
Do we
is
get?
having a celebration at the moment, so that's pretty cool. Hello, everyone. I am now at 2.2k viewers. What the
Oh
fuck?
my god.
I was not
Whoa.
prepared for this.
Hello.
Hello.
Why can this never happen to me?
Yeah, hi guys. Hello.
I'm getting so many followers right now. This is amazing. Thank you,
Hey, thanks for the
everyone.
raise. This is very exciting.
We're
I'll actually have to start putting
currently
in effort now.
doing Candlekeep mysteries. We're on Book of Cylinders at the temple that we're trying to stop some sort of ritual. So I'll try and carry on with this happening.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Yeah, so I
Salam.
just finished. Yeah, I just finished my action surge,
Okay.
landing 4 blows with my silver greatsword
Oh, God.
into the abomination.
All the hydration and stretching I have to do now. God.
Got him.
So yeah. Oh, yeah. No, your action says. Sorry. So is that a 26? Yeah, that hits. And a 23 was from that one. So yeah. Let's do. Was that on the abomination? So yeah. 13 and 7. Good. Oh gosh, thank you so much for all this that's happening right now. Yes.
Quite overwhelming.
Yes, it is. Is that the action surge done?
Yes, that'll be my turn. Thank you.
Very good. So yeah, we go over to Salam. The 2 Yuan-Ti that are bound to the altar continue to struggle.
Okay. I am going to inflict wounds. $21 to hit.
21 hits.
So 15 plus a D8.
15 plus a D8. Very
so
nice.
23 damage from that.
Nice.
And then I will spiritual weapon it
Yes.
right in the face.
I am very flustered right now. Spiritual weapon, yeah, so that's
Ooh, that's
11
gonna miss.
misses, unfortunately. Oh my god.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Stretch and hydrate. Okay, over to
Hydrate.
Chadwick
Hydrate.
Page Turner, who will fire another weird firebolt, shadowy firebolt even. 18 hits for 8 damage on the monstrosity. And then we go over to Kinorin. Yes, snake people everywhere. We're dealing with Yuan-Ti at the moment, who appear to be doing some sort of nefarious ritual.
All right. Kinoran would like to move up here. Are they bound with ropes?
They seem to be bound with rope just to some sort of makeshift altar here.
Okay. Kinoran would like to pull out his moon sickle and maybe try and cut this one free.
Yeah, there's Chadwick there. Yeah, so you can attack the rope. So yeah, roll to hit the rope, I guess. I mean, it's a rope,
Sure.
so it was probably just an action to cut the rope. It's nothing sturdy, so yeah. You can go and cut the rope. I'm sure, unless you get a crit fail, it's fine. So yeah, you swing and you cut the rope and free the one on the left there.
Excellent. And do they look injured, wounded, you said?
They
Yeah,
look
take that.
really scuffed up, yes. The rope dodges. Yeah, the rope took the dodge action. So yeah, this one, he's free, but he's kind of very scuffed and exhausted and is still slumped over the altar.
Okay.
Rope mimic, that is a thing, yeah. This was not what I was expecting.
Do I get a sense that they have turns on the turn order?
They do have a turn, so you see at the top and at the bottom. So yeah, they do have their turns. They are part of the initiative, but they've just been
Okay.
bound and restrained for now. Oh, I should unrestrain him. Let's do that.
So as my bonus action, Kinora would like to cast Healing Spirit.
Okay.
And I think the way that this is kind of weird.
So
I don't
1d6
know what's going on with the
healing.
cube here.
The cube?
Yeah, it's supposed to
was it an
be like
area of
cube
effect
down.
spell?
Yeah.
Is it 5x5 or
I think so. I'm trying to get the
so just one square?
thing posted for you. Let's see. Info. Here we go. It says a 5-foot cube.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'm trying to center it on
The altar.
Yuan Ti here.
So you can center it on the altar. So with both of them being bound to the altar, I would say that would get both of them.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So I think when they start their turn, they get healed 1d6.
So on their turn, sorry.
Yep. Whenever a creature you can see moves into the spirit space
I get you.
the first time or starts its turn there, I can cause the thing. Yep. Yeah. So this spectral dryad kind of appears between them on the altar. And yeah, that'll be it for Kinoran.
What does
What does your
Kieran's
nature spirit look
channel?
like?
It's awesome.
It takes the form of like a dryad.
Oh, very nice. All right, so Kieran, on their turns, they'll take 1d6 healing. Okay. Oh no, is it 2 healing? Oh, you've already rolled, or would they roll? Or yeah.
You know, it just automatically rolled through Foundry, so we'll just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So the Yuan-Ti over here, he turns his gaze now to Azza, and again he says, "Leave this place." So Azza, can you make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw, please?
I do want to double check. This isn't like the charm person spell, is it? 'Cause don't I get advantage on that?
Suggestion.
All right. I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
I will.
suggestion.
Make a
is not
wisdom save.
charm.
Fantastic.
Those pings look
Wisdom
outdated.
save.
I have a
Don't
mixture
fail me
of
now.
mods, yes. Oh, yeah, you really want to leave this place. Yeah, you're
I
done.
hate it here.
Oh no.
It smells like damp and where I came from. I hate swamps.
Yeah, alright, so again, this one is readying himself for something, and we go over to Kane.
All right. The big one is still reading from the book, right?
At the moment.
All right, you're about to hate me right now. I'm gonna move up,
Alright, let's see what you got.
and Kane is gonna cast slow, and you're gonna see 3 purple orbs, and I'm gonna burn 3 sorcery points, and I'm gonna give him disadvantage on the save.
Okay. That sounds ominous. That's a lot of pips for targeting. Wait, what?
Oh, so I can get all of them apparently.
Do you choose your targets?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm guessing you avoid the 2 sacrifices.
Yes, I do.
Alright, so you're casting slow. So
I'm
wisdom
casting
saving
slow.
throw. Is that disadvantage on just the abomination?
Yes, just the big guy. That's it.
So wisdom saving throw, disadvantage. Saving throw, disadvantage. Okay, so he fails, and then these 2 will save as well as normal. Okay. So we got a pass, a fail, and a fail. So this guy passed, and the DC was 16, so these guys are slowed. For time's sake, I'll just use this. Unless there is one for slow. No, there isn't. I'll just use
Then
weakens then. So those two are slowed, and the one with the lantern doesn't seem affected. Okay?
he's gonna pull back and hide behind the pillar, and that'll be his turn.
Okay. Alright, so at this point, the abomination drops the scroll, and the one in the top left chimes his chime, and the sarcophagus seems to start creaking open.
Oh,
And then
great.
the abomination turns to you, Salam, and will attack Salam, and then Keener, and let me check his attacks. Okay, so he will attack Salam twice and Keenerin once.
No,
No?
he won't because he's slowed.
Oh, what's his slow do?
Yep,
Sorry.
he's slowed. So
He.
he can only make attacks if he can only do one singular attack.
Uh-huh.
His AC is reduced by 2. If he's casting a spell, you have to roll a d20 on an 11 or
Okay.
higher. The spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn.
Okay, so he's not casting a spell, he was just reading rituals, but he'll still attack. So he.
Oh, you also can't use reactions.
Okay, no reactions. Okay. So you can use its
It's either
bite.
action or bonus action. It can't use both.
Okay, so he will. He will move in to bite Salam then. So he'll just kind of crouch on down and just his head will loom over you, his jaws unhinged and open, and he'll attempt to bite down upon you. 22?
Silvery barbs. I'm going to, as a reaction, just kind of like shoot out a shooting star at him that kind of distracts him for a second.
Uh-huh.
And he is going to have to
Reroll?
that.
Alright, let's get
And
that.
I'm going to give myself advantage on my next attack roll, ability check, or saving
Alright,
throw.
let's reroll to a crit. Come on, hot dice. Not quite. Okay, so that's a miss. Okay. And we go over to Maz. So that's his turn, so he gets the healing from Keenerin. Do you want to roll that?
Sure, yeah. 1d6. I think it's just a flat 1d6.
1. Alright.
On.
Oh, wait, no, shit. The ritual finished. Hold on a sec. Da, 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 da. So they were still kind of slumped over on the altar. So as the chime is kind of rung, they are the one on the left isn't bound, but there's kind of a peak in the screams, and then just a multitude of wounds and cuts just spread all over their body, and all of the blood just shoots out of them and kind of goes into the carvings and crevices of the sarcophagus, and that's what opens it. So yeah, I completely missed that, and yeah, so these two are dead. Missed that, sorry. Yeah, so they're dead. All right, so over to Azza. You want to leave this place?
The
I
big
am
guy
very-
gets to make another save for slow.
I'm done with swamps, I'm done with snakes, I'm done with this. I disengage to not get provoked attack of opportunity, but let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a move.
Yeah, it wasn't a spell. The abomination was just reading from a scroll. Yeah, so Azza, you're just booking it out of there. You're done with all of this. So
Fuck
yeah,
this swamp.
yeah, fuck this swamp. All right. So if that's all of that, we'll go over to Salam then.
Can't you still use your action to like dash and come back in? His suggestion is technically done now, right?
I use my action to disengage.
Oh, it can't take reactions.
That's fine. All right, Salam, your
Akron,
turn.
the big
Yeah.
guy needs to do save again. At
He
the end of their
does.
turns, they could redo the save.
All right. And Salam. Oh, is that what Salam said? Sorry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
wisdom saving throw. All right, 12. That's
Still
a
slowed.
fail, so still slowed. And then we go over to Salam.
Okay. I am going to make 2 attacks against this guy, one with my spiritual weapon and one with my book flail.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. You got a 22
22 to hit.
hits. Yeah, there's a book flail he has.
So
9
9 plus a
damage.
d8. So 11 on that.
Okay.
And then swing my book flail out. Fuck.
Yeah, that's a miss,
Okay.
unfortunately. Alright. Any spiritual weapon attack?
I already did
Oh,
that.
you did?
That was the
Alright.
one that hit.
Ah, yeah, I see now. Very good. Alright, so if that's everything, we'll go over to Shadwick, who sees things going very, very badly. So he'll kind of focus in on himself, and he, as you and Kane, you probably hear him must mutter something along the lines of, "Oh, let the shadows guide me." And he kind of steps forwards and then down on into his shadow and reappears over here. And then he'll lunge towards the creature with a shocking grasp, which hits for 16 damage. So that's going to be a concentration check. So he'll roll Constitution saving throw to maintain his concentration. 18, that passes. So Azza is still suggested, unfortunately. So we go over to Keenerin now. What's up?
Wish to leave.
Okay. Ooh,
Good
I'll back up just a little bit, and he's gonna try and fire a guiding bolt at the abomination.
All right. So it's what minus what to its AC?
-2.
-2. All right. So that's fine. I'll keep that in mind.
And boom.
So yeah, that definitely hits for
Damn.
25 damage. That's big damage. So that's a strong hit. This thing, despite its size and natural armor, is beginning to buckle, but it does not seem perturbed as it has completed its purpose in this journey, mission, or even life. All right. So yeah, it is also
And
coated in the glittering guidance, so advantage next attack.
Yes. And as a bonus action, since the 2 are dead, he's gonna move the healing spirit.
Mm-hmm.
How about over where? Let's do it on this side over here.
All right, we'll move that there then. So the dryad kind of drifts on over to there, doing a little skip dance, and it's kind of just completely disconnected from the battle that's going on here. More stretches and hydration.
Keenorn will end his turn with, if you need any healing, head on over to the Dryad.
She gives you a cheeky little wave.
But that's for Keenorn.
And you also see the abomination kind of look towards it as well. All right.
Juice.
So if that's everything from you, Keenerin, we'll go over to this guy. So he will turn to Chadwick and he will engage him in combat. So he will lunge towards him and attempt to constrict him. And miss. And that's what he did. And then over to this one that has been doing nothing so far. And this point, the sarcophagus has opened, but nothing seems to be emerging from it. So this one will head towards Keenerin, the closest, and he will bite you, maybe. Oh, he is slowed, so he's got reduced speed, but you can still make that. So yeah, 22.
Yeah, that's gonna hit Keenerin.
So let's see the damage. So 18, do you need to roll for the poison in any way? Is there a constitution? No, it's just straight damage. So 18 total. Do you have any poison resistance?
I do not.
So yeah, you just take the 18 then. So it kind of just it moves towards you, although it is visibly slower, and it's kind of unnaturally strange and unhinges you. But you kind of just, I don't know if you're focused on something else, but you just see this thing slowly kind of creep towards you. Oh God, that was a lot of notifications. Oh
Oh,
wow, thanks for the subs, Misguided. And then it kind of just ever so slowly bites you. It's just all in slow motion, but you just struggle to try and avoid it. But it has you in a grip, and then it just bites you at the speed of a snail if it had a snake face. Let's go with that. All right then, and then a wisdom save to see if he gets rid of the slow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I also did
Go
my
slow.
con saving throw for concentration.
Oh yeah, concentration on the dryad, right? So you
Yep.
failed that. All right, so let's get rid of the dryad. The dryad pops out of existence, gives a little shrug, and says, "Not my fault," and disappears. So we will go over to Kane
All right.
by the power of
Kane's gonna go
Foundry.
ahead and move over here,
Yeah, we'll,
and he's going to
yeah.
twin spell Chaos Bolt, second level.
All right, second level, nice. Let's see the damage on that one.
And the first one is gonna go against the one that's hitting Kinoran.
Okay. $15, that hits. It's got minus AC as well, so that's a definite hit. Is that 13? It seems a bit low.
Yes, 13. I rolled really bad.
Never mind. So yeah, you give it a solid hit though.
And it'll be force damage, and then the second one goes to the abomination.
Yes, definitely follow everyone in this group. Yeah, post your channels down below. Yeah, so the other one hits for 11. 11 does. Oh wait, no, it's down. No, it still misses unfortunately. That was on the abomination, right?
Yep, that was on
Yeah.
abomination. That's my turn.
Yeah, 11 doesn't hit. Never mind. Over to the Abomination, who will try and attack Salam again with a Constrict. That's a miss. This guy's having a bad time. That's a miss. So over to Azza, still suggested.
nice. All right. See you, everyone. It was nice knowing you.
Well, you're only one
I,
step from out of the first temple, and I feel like you could interpret it as that being leaving.
I mean, yeah, they did just say leave this place. Was that the
I leave it up to the
temple, the
dungeon master.
grounds, the swamp, the continent?
Well,
This
what's your
mortal
call,
coil.
Akron?
Yeah, this mortal coil just end everything now. Let's say within the temple grounds, so yeah, maybe run a little bit
Outside?
further. Yeah. And then
All right.
so
We're
once
dashing for freedom.
once you get to
Woo!
those steps, you'll have achieved your purpose, and then you'll kind of just be free of the spell.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ah, make it just the steps.
So you hit the
Woo!
steps, and then you kind of, yeah, I did it, and then you kind of like, wait, what am I doing?
I feel very accomplished, but also very confused.
Hmm.
I turn around. We're still fighting.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why I'm here. Oh well, I turn around and end my turn.
Okay. All right. Over to Salam.
Okay, first I will
Hopefully we'll
do
finish this
my
combat soon.
spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm. So 15 hits. Oh, 23. 15 to 23, yeah. 11
So
force
11
damage.
plus a D8.
Was my
So,
guiding bolt already
13.
used?
Sorry?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no, I would have advantage on my witch bolt.
For the on the abomination, that's very true.
Yeah.
Roll another hit on that then. Completely forgot about that. That hits, so roll damage. 23. So
And it jumps.
let me see. So you did 13, so that will take it back to this. Let me just see if it. So it wasn't quite dead. So Salam, you finish it off with your spiritual weapon there. So yeah,
Okay,
there's a
great.
solid hit, and then Salam, you deliver the final blow with your spiritual weapon, and it goes crashing to the floor, motionless. But it has
I need
a
to roll
wicked
one more
sneer.
time.
Yeah, he gets another chaos bolt because
Oh,
he
does
rolled
it
doubles
bounce?
again.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, double aids. So it's gonna hit the one in the top right.
Okay. So yeah, roll to hit.
I'm gonna move up to this one and just attack it with my flail.
18 hits for 16, and there'll be another concentration check. But it's kind of ended anyway, so it's fine. So
Ooh.
Azza, you're free of your suggestion. Salam, you get a critical hit. Very nice. So 13
So that
damage.
means that I get an extra 2d8 on this as well.
Ooh, all the
So
damage.
19 damage.
Okay. So yeah, this one takes a solid blow, and it looks weakened from the attacks. Is that everything?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, I'm
over
good.
to Chadwick. He will attack with his shocking grasp again.
Get him, Chadwick. Get him. Get him.
Oh baby, that's going to be a lot of damage.
Oh my god.
Chadwick is
Ew.
killing it today.
22. That's all right, I guess. So yeah, Chadwick
Get him.
just lunges forwards and just grabs this Yuan-Ti by the throat and sends a massive jolt of electricity. And as he kind of pulls his hands off, there's like a smoldering imprint on the scales of this thing's neck. And then we go over to Kinarin.
Oh, right. He's going to bonus action Shillelagh and take a smack.
All right. To
Let's
Yuan-Ti
see.
stands. 20, that hits.
Nice.
11. All right, you hit it. Solid blow. You again, you kind of as you strike it with your thorny shillelagh infused staff, some of the thorns kind of snag on its scales, and you rip some of the scales from its body, and it starts to bleed
Oh.
heavily from where you pulled out those scales.
Oof. Ugh. And yeah, Kinoran just kind of like waves his staff like an old man would.
All
So it's
right,
like, I still got some fight in me.
you indeed
And,
have.
And that's it for Kinoran.
Okay, over to this one, who will go and attack Chadwick again. So it will try and constrict him. So that's gonna hit. Let's see the damage. Okay, only 7 damage, but you see this creature kind of wrap itself around Chadwick and start to put the squeeze on him. Over to this one here, who will turn to face Kinarin from that nasty blow you just gave him, and he will try and bite you.
Ooh.
Oh gosh, that's going to be a lot of damage.
My friend.
Silvery barbs.
So that's a reroll.
Yep.
Very good of you.
Oh,
Okay, so
well,
still
at
a
least it's
hit,
not a
but
crit.
not a crit. So you take 11 damage total as it bites on you again, and then it'll do a wisdom save to get rid of this slow, hopefully.
I'm gonna give Kane advantage on his next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Yeah, speaking of which, Kane, you're up.
All right. Level 1 Chaos Bolt at the one that just bit Salam.
Mm-hmm. Oh, bit Kinarin.
Oh, but yeah, bit Kinorn.
Old man.
Yeah.
Old man.
It's the second bite you've received.
Old man.
Feel the poison course through your veins, but you're seasoned and made of stronger stuff. So 25 hits for 10 damage. Yeah, this thing is looking like it's near the end of its fight.
All right, and that's fire damage.
Alright, you see the scorch marks appear on it where you struck. And if that's everything, we'll go over to Azza. So Azza, you find yourself at the entrance and no longer under the influence of the suggestion.
It's like doing suicides. You run back, and then you run forward.
Yeah, so Azza comes running back in, out of breath. But he's like, I'm here. We've got this.
Bewitched. I'm back.
Yeah, don't look in the eyes. Alright. Over to Salam then.
I always look him in the eyes when I kill them.
Okay.
It's only respectful.
Okay.
I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon up to there,
Mm-hmm.
and I will. I'll attack with that first.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's wait, he's
I would like to
slowed,
use-
so that actually hits. He's slowed, so he's got -2 to the
Ooh.
AC, so that is a hit.
Nice.
And
What were you gonna do, Keenerin?
Yeah, Keenan, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna use my cosmic omen, but if it hit, I don't need to.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Very nice.
Oh, oops. No, don't do that. Okay. A 1 and then plus a D8. So 13.
Alright, so you strike it with your spiritual weapon, and it looks like it's on its last legs.
All right, then I will flail it in the back of the head.
Alright, go for the killing blow. 26 hits. Alright. So
Of course, I roll max on the killing blow.
18.
basically.
Alright, so
18
yeah,
damage.
you start swinging your book flail, and it opens up on the chapter titled Pain, and you strike it in the back of the head, breaking its neck, and it collapses to the floor, a limp pile of snaky humanoidness, dead. I'm not sure what I can't remember what the full name of the book flail is. Something
think
to
it
do
was
with
just-
combat, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay. So if that's
Almost.
Because
Like
it
a
didn't.
pallet or
It wasn't like an actual item that I could add on D&D Beyond.
yeah, it's
so I don't
something you
remember
need
what
to
it's called.
Candlekeep in the first one.
And then I'll move over to there, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. So yeah, you see Chadwick constricted and restrained by this Yuan-Ti, and Chadwick will kind of just kind of angle out his hands and then kind of just grab onto the Yuan-Ti and send another volley of shocking grasp.
Oh no!
But he fails and, I don't know, electrocutes himself slightly. Over to Keenerin.
How do you not grab something when it's constricting you? That's what I want to know.
That is a good question.
Couldn't quite flex that semantic component.
I don't remember where my dryad was.
It was
I think it was down here.
yeah, down there near the colossal the abomination. Is it still active? I thought you lost concentration. Oh, my
no,
bad.
I've succeeded both. Both have been DC 10.
Oh, I got you.
I rolled an 11, I think, for the first one, and so it's still up.
All right, so
Yeah, so
my bad.
No problem. Just making sure, doing this right. So, entering it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So Kenoran's gonna get 1d6 back.
Yeah. So you approach the Dryad, and it gives you a crisp high five, which heals you for 3.
Yeah.
But Kinorna is going to use a bonus action to take the chalice form.
Oh, so
And
you
then he's
morph
going
into
to
a
cast-
chalice.
Yeah, and then he's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself
Very nice.
at 2nd level.
Wow. That's
Hey.
pretty wild. Just turning into a chalice and then healing yourself.
And an additional 1d4 for the sickle.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as, and then for my chalice form, that's 1d8
Yeah, do you drink yourself?
plus 3.
All right, so with your morphing, the dryad, and your handy moon sickle, very strong item. Yeah, are you like back at full now?
Let me double check because I was really low.
Yeah,
Let's see. That puts me up
almost
at
had you.
31. That puts me back up at 39.
39. Very good.
All right, and that's it for Kinoran.
All right, we'll go over to this one who's constricting Chadwick, so it will kind of go in to bite him. So he will. Wait, hang on.
Hey.
What's constricted? He's restrained. Is that advantage or is it automatic crits on hits? Let me.
That's advantage.
Advantage. All right, so 24 hits, but let's see if it was a crit. Okay, no, so the 24 hits for 14 damage. So Chadwick's struggling under the confines of this restriction. The Yuan-Ti leans in and kind of bites down on him hard, and Chadwick kind of lets out a yelp, but as he kind of exerts this breath and yelp, you see the constriction kind of binds even more tightly on him, and he's starting to look pretty pale. So we'll go over to Kane.
How is that Yanti looking?
The Yuan-Ti. Let's see. He's looking pretty busted, but he's still got a couple of attack hit absorbingness in him, if that makes sense.
Kane's gonna cast Magic Missile at first level and send some hot pink magic missiles at him.
All right, hot pink magic missile, perhaps matching the color of your thong. All right,
Ask
first
that.
one's for. Yeah, don't ask. Second one goes in for
Another 4.
another 4.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, and then 5.
Nice. So yeah, 3 missiles go careening over and they explode upon impact. He took some damage, but he's still going.
Wait, that's my turn.
So Azza, you're in the fight. You see the remaining Yuan-Ti off in the corner, grappling
Yeah.
and restraining your comrade Chadwick.
I see 2 options. Too fond of either. Oh well. Let's see. We'll dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spaces going around. That way, at least somebody gets advantage on the next strike. Another option is to fire a crossbow bolt at plus 3 mod.
Okay, so yeah, you move into position, kind of boxing in this Yuan-Ti then, and we go over to Salam, if that's everything from you, Azza.
It is.
Alright, yeah.
Move my spiritual weapon up. I will attack with that. 19.
19 hits. So 9 plus
+1.
+1. Every little helps.
Yep. And then I will make my flail attack.
Okay. 19 hits for
9 plus 5, so
Okay,
14.
14. Okay, so this thing looks like a stiff breeze will finish it off. So if that's everything, we'll go over to Chadwick, who will go in for.
Oh, my spiritual weapon looks cool in that light.
It does. Very nice. So Chadwick will attempt to finish him off, which I believe he does. Very nice. So the final Yuan-Ti is electrocuted, and as it dies, its grip on Chadwick lessens, and it slumps to the floor. Chadwick takes a sharp breath inwards, and the combat comes to an end. So you find yourself amongst the dead, and the sarcophagus lies open. Inside you find dead remains and a sword, and we will find out what that is and what happens next time, as we are a little bit over time here. So yeah, we'll wrap things up. So, do you guys have anything to shout out to the sudden influx of viewers?
I was glad to go over for the entertainment of a new audience.
Me
Yeah,
too.
welcome everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much to everyone who arrived and dropped a follow.
Quite a surprise.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I'm
A welcome
blown
one.
away. Blown away. I did not expect this. I know
Shine a
Foundry.
spotlight on Acheron, guys.
Yes, I know Foundry is having a kind of 2 year anniversary, I believe, so that might be why. Thanks for stopping
Um,
by. Yeah, so yeah, shout outs.
Shout out. Thank you to Akron for DMing as always, and thanks to the rest of the players. But I stream Dungeons and Dragons, a homebrew Ravenloft game, every other Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern. So it won't be this coming week, but it will be the following week at twitch.tv/swizzle_13, which I just put into the chat. And I'm
Mm,
getting close to affiliate, so I greatly appreciate any follows that are given. And I'll definitely give you a follow back if you want. So
excellent.
appreciate all the new viewers and everything. That was awesome of you all to hop in. So thanks.
Yeah, drop and follow. It sounds like a really great campaign. Anyone else?
Yeah, follow me over at twitch.tv/HawkinsSprocken. On Thursdays, we play Icewind Dale,
Mm,
3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. We are officially in Chapter 7 in the Lost City of Ithrin. Last session, they investigated a lot of the city, and they're uncovering the mysteries on how to proceed further. So if you guys want to see some late game, end campaign content, come on by.
mm.
And then I just stream various things for the rest of the week. So yeah,
Yeah, that's with
thanks,
us,
Akron.
the same group, us, but Hawk is
Yeah,
the
same
DM in
group
that
here.
one.
You
Yes.
guys like these beautiful faces come by on Thursday. See us again.
All right, over to Misguided Misfits. Have you got anything to shout out?
Yeah, misguided_misfits on Twitch. I'll play some Call of Duty, play a bunch of turn-based RPGs like Pillars of Eternity and Divinity and such. So hop on by. Usually stream a bit later in the day, but hop on by.
Excellent, excellent, good. So yeah, over at me, just link to a Discord down below if you want to join. On Tuesdays, we usually start 8 p.m. British summertime BST to do this Candlekeep Mysteries campaign. Then on Thursdays, I'm over at Hawk's channel, like he said. Then Sundays, I usually do a Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign, which is, I think it's going to end this Sunday, so we'll see. So drop a follow and tune in for that if you're interested. And yeah, I'm completely blown away by this. Thanks for all the follows
Yeah.
from all of you. You are amazing. I know Foundry has probably one of the best communities out there, and I remember switching from Roll20 over to Foundry, and I have zero regrets. So yeah, thank you very much for that, and yeah, I hope to see you in future streams. Stay happy, stay safe, and another thank you to all of you for the follows and
And
all the chat in
stay
the
beautiful.
comments. So yeah, you're all beautiful, and yeah, have a nice evening, day, afternoon, whatever it is for your time zone. And yeah, join the Discord and drop a follow to all of us for sure. So yeah,
Akron's got to go drink a lot of water now.
yeah, I'm gonna go drink a lot of water and do a bunch of stretches. So I'll be sure to do that. So yeah, take care, everyone, and yeah, thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.